Chevy dealers. Lars Nootbaar in left. Nathan Church making his big league debut in center. Jordan Walker in right. Nolan Gorman at third. Mason Wynn at short. Thomas Sajazi at second. Alec Burleson at first. And Joel Pozo is behind the plate. There's Church making his big league debut. He doesn't care what the temperature is. He's at the show.
No, I mean, he plays in Memphis, so it's just like here. And I think they were in Charlotte, and he took an early morning flight to get here. So this will be a long day for him, but definitely this will be a day he will always remember.
Having to come up after we saw the injury to Scott in center field last night, trying to chase that Aaron Judge home run. Had to be placed on the IL, so up comes Church. And up comes Grisham, who is having just a terrific season. And huge impact last night with the 4-hit game. Takes ball one.
I mean, when you think about your leadoff hitter, you want them on base. And obviously he provides a lot of power. But in the month of August, his on base has been 377. That's a lot of opportunities for Rice and Judge and Stanton and Bellinger to drive him in. So as the season's going on, he's getting better.
Grisham fouls that one away. His last 7 games, a .902 OPS. And you and I were marveling that if you look at all American League outfielders, Grisham is fourth in OPS.
Yes.
And he was going to be the 4th outfielder on this team. He's 4th in the American League among all outfielders in OPS.
Tell you what, he's taken advantage of his opportunity this year and has just run with it. You can't keep him out of the lineup.
And when you have eventually Aaron Judge back out there in the outfield, and you have that outfield of him, Bellinger, and Judge, I mean, that's a terrific defensive outfield.
Well, I think Bellinger's 6th in OPS, so they got 1st, 4th, and 6th in the AL in OPS.
Right. Judge has about a 300-point lead on everybody.
I don't think anyone's catching him.
The 1-2. It's fouled straight back. Another good-looking swing from Grisham.
So you look at that pitch for Miles Michaels. He's trying to go on the top edge of that box, and he left it down, and that's probably why he's been so susceptible to home runs. The command has not been pinpoint. He does not walk people. So as a hitter, you can go up there and be aggressive, but he's the type of pitcher that has to live on the edges.
This is down there, 2-2. Yankees have won back-to-back series for the first time since late May. Picked up a game on Cleveland last night, so now a 2.5 game lead for that final wild card spot. The 2-2. Ripped right back up the middle. Diving stop by Wynn. Throws in time. Oh, what a play from Mason Wynn. Whirling on the ground and able to nab Grisham for the first out.
Well, there are very few shortstops can make this play, and the reason he's able to make this is his arm strength. Look at that. He is falling backwards. He's on his knees, and he throws a perfect strike to get Trent Grisham. What a play. I mean, there's a reason he leads all of baseball in outs above average at 21, and there it is.
For him to be able to get that much on the throw, that was incredible.
Yeah, as he's going away from first base, he's falling backwards as he makes that throw. And the accuracy, and to have the presence of mind to give a long hop.
Right.
Not a short hop.
Right.
That's an incredible play.
So Grisham gets robbed. Otherwise, he would have been on to lead off the game for a 3rd straight here in St. Louis.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at this. His glove kind of sticks when it hits the ground, and the ball goes behind him, so he's falling backwards as he's making this throw.
Just remarkable that he was able to get that much on the throw, considering the way he was contorted.
Coming in today, he's went 49 games without an error.
Yeah. 2-1 is down and away, 3-1. Now Rice picked up all 7 of his RBIs last night on 3 consecutive swings over those 3 at-bats.
Tell you what, that's almost like hitting in BP with the bases loaded all the time.
And Rice able to work the walk. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, the Yankees need to stay aggressive. They've stolen 7 bases out of 9 attempts in this series, really 8, as Jason Dominguez slid past the bag and he was called out. 30 stolen bases in the last 19. Stay aggressive. Around the bend, I'm talking about the number 9 hitter, the number 1 hitter in this lineup again today have been on 13 of 21 plate appearances in this series. So
wow.
Around the bend, it wraps around. A lot of potential for the guys to drive in runs. Slow and fast. When you hit, you want your innings to be slow, really long. Let their pitcher bake and their fielders bake. And you want it fast when you're pitching. Get your fielders off the field and don't wear out. Will Warren.
Get back to those fans in the dugout as Judge powers that into right field and deep. Walker back, and that ball just dies at the wall for out number 2. Talked about how this has been a harder park to hit home runs in. And it looked like Judge might have had one off the bat, but it did not quite carry out.
Well, I talked to Chip Carey about this, and he said there are a lot of balls that just die on the warning track here.
Yeah.
And you look at the Cardinals, they're near the bottom in all of baseball in hitting home runs, but near the top in giving up home runs. And it's because of this ballpark.
Bellinger takes a strike, and you know there's different theories as to why. Some we were talking the other day, and there's some people around the Cardinals who think maybe it had to do with the towers that were built out in center field and left field, and whatever that did to the jet stream here. That one called a strike, and Bellinger not pleased, so that's below the zone.
Well, as people, we always have to have a reason. So there are a lot of theories that we just start throwing out.
That's so true. It's so true. But that would be the building that some people want to target.
Beautiful building. Great place to watch a game from.
Yeah. All with the balconies, too. Although you don't want to be on that balcony today unless you have a plunge pool. Bellinger 2 for 20 in his career against Michaelis. Back in there after missing yesterday, being sick.
Yeah, and I'm somewhat surprised that he's 2 for 20 because he's a really good breaking ball hitter to me.
Yeah.
And Michaelis is going to throw you a lot of breaking balls. He does have a curveball that has so much depth, though, like that sometimes it's hard to square it up.
17 pitches thus far for Michaelis. Yankees will head to Florida after this one, have tomorrow off, and then 2 against the Rays Tuesday and Wednesday from George M. Steinbrenner Field. The 1-2. Bellinger jolts that into center. Church just in front of the track makes the catch for the final out of the first. So the Cardinals, for the first time this series, able to hold the Yankees off the board in inning 1. Yankees don't score in the top of the first. Let's take a look at today's Cardinals starting lineup, brought to you by Stop and Shop. For the Cards, Lars Nootbaar leading off. Mason Wynn just made that great play bat second. Then it's Burleson, Herrera, and Gorman in the center of the order. Jordan Walker, Joel Pozo, Thomas Sajazi, and Nathan Church making his big league debut, batting 9th. And for the Yankees on the mound today, it's rookie Will Warren. You see the solid numbers on the season. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, his last 4 starts, he's really been on a good roll, with going 23 1/3 innings, almost averaging 6 to a tune of a 1.93 ERA. Feeling the heat. I'm not talking about outside. The combined average off his fastball is 206. In his last 2 starts, hitters are 1 for 25. And like the kids from Glen Clove Little League, there's still more to do to catch you, right? He's had a really good season, and he's checked a lot of boxes, but the one box that you want to see him check is the season comes to a close, and they got this last month and a half where they're making a playoff push. He's got to pitch better on the road. His away ERA is 6.48, home 2.86.
Let's take a look at the defense behind him, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Jason Dominguez in left, Trent Grisham in center, Cody Bellinger in right, McMahon and Caballero on the left side with Anthony Volpe getting the rest today. Chisholm and Goldschmidt back in there on the right side, and Ben Rice is behind the plate for a 5th time in the last 9 games. So here is Nootbaar, who will take strike 1 from Warren.
He used to say, stay there all day, and it's going to be a quick day. You stay down in the away corner. Oh, I love that.
Nootbaar 1 for 8 in this series with 3 Ks. Just missed on the inside corner that time. One of the things Aaron Boone's talked about that Warren has gained more confidence in throughout this season is understanding his stuff plays in the zone.
And I think, and that's a perfect pitch, and I'm not sure why that's not called a strike, but understand, because sometimes you get hit around a little bit and you think you got to change, but it really comes down to if you can locate and you're deceptive. And that's what we've seen from him, and his location has gotten better and better with this fastball.
That one's turned on, smacked into right center. Bellinger able to cut it off and taking a wide turn, but holding with a single is Nootbaar as the leadoff man is on for St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean, that 1-1 pitch changed the whole at bat for Lars Nootbaar, where he was not down 1-2. He was ahead 2-1 and could sit on a fastball. And you're going to see this sinker had a little bit more run to it, and it was up in the zone and got too much to the plate, and that's why Nootbaar was able to get to it.
But to your point, Joe, I mean, and this is something Aaron Boone's talked about as well, the way that Will Warren has bounced back after those couple rough outings, right? Not letting it spook him, and the resiliency he's shown. You know, if you take out the 7 runs he allowed in LA, the 8 runs he allowed in Toronto, he's a 3.38 ERA over his other 23 starts. He's mostly been very good this season.
There's 2 starts that really show me a lot of growth from a young pitcher. The one in Toronto, where he gave up the 7 runs like in the first inning, and managed to get through 4 where he actually saved the bullpen and kept it intact, was absolutely amazing to me. And the start against Texas, there were runners on base the whole game, the whole 5 innings. He was pitching against Nathan Eovaldi, where he knew he couldn't give up a lot of runs. They were 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position and didn't score off him.
Yeah. Showed a lot of guts there.
Yeah. I mean, that's a toughness in believing in yourself and just staying at it. Because you're not going to have your best stuff every start. You're going to have your best stuff probably 1/3 of the time, average stuff 1/3, and not so good 1/3. And it's what you do that not so good 1/3 that makes the difference in your season.
3-1 here on Wynn.
I'm guessing Nick Lentz is not pitcher friendly.
Yeah, we're gonna get that scouting report. I mean, Will Warren has to be frustrated. He's not missing by a lot on these pitches if he's missing at all. 3-1. Line foul.
And if he keeps making pitches, he's going to get out. There we go, right? You can tell.
Wow, yep.
Fewer strikes up and down. Well, he didn't get the down and away strike, and fewer outside strikes on left-handed batter. So the down and away fastball is no good to a left-handed batter.
Gonna have to rethink the leave it there.
That's how you have a quick game, is by hitting that spot.
Runner going, chop to second. That'll keep him out of the double play as Chisholm tosses to first. Nootbaar advances to second on the out. Let's take a look at StatCast 3D presented by Google Cloud. And here are the distribution of outs in the last start from Will Warren. See how effective he was with that sinker and that four-seamer especially. Yeah,
there's just so many good fastballs that have late movement, but it also gets on you quickly because of his arm angle, and he has carry on his four-seamer. Because it's like a 27% arm angle, and it's got that upshoot to it, and hitters expect it to come down more than it does, and they're underneath it.
Here's Burleson. I mean, that's another one that could have been a strike.
I need to go down there.
Yeah, it's time, Joe. Apparently, Nick Lentz does not mind the heat here in St. Louis.
No, maybe he grew up here and he likes the heat.
Maybe. The 1-0. Gets the call that time. I mean, nearly every fastball here has been painted by Warren thus far.
Yeah, if it's missing, it's just missing off or down, not in the middle, and that's the key to pitching. Don't miss in the middle.
That one misses off. 2-1.
Alec Burleson's been pretty hot the last 27 games, hitting over 300. He's a hitter that really uses the whole field, so it's hard to defend him. He'll hit ground balls through the hole between left and short. He'll line to left. If the first baseman's holding a runner on, he'll pull it between the hole. He's just got really, really good bat control.
Two. High chopper. Gloved by Caballero. Tosses to first for the second out as Nootbaar moves to third. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. 94 at first pitch. Feels like 96, but on the field, feels like 109.
109. It's going up.
It's going up.
You see a lot of fans, not people, but fans in the stands today.
You see a lot of fans with fans.
Yes.
Ivan Herrera having a strong season, 292 with the +800 OPS. Bats here with a runner on third, 2 out. And strike one from Warren. Now last night, teams got a little bit of a break with the weather because there was a thunderstorm that came through just before and it cooled things off just enough.
It was really pleasant.
It was. Big swing and a miss on that 96-mile-an-hour sinker. 0-2.
Yeah, you can see the depth, and it's not necessarily where you want to throw a sinker, but if to a hitter it looks like a ball because it's up, they're usually late on it because then it starts to drop down in the zone, and they, you know, their mind tells them it's a ball, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's a strike.
Went up with a four-seamer that time.
That fan's voice carries really well.
Say that is Joe. I was just thinking the same thing. Like, that is a persistent fan.
Well, the thing is when stadiums aren't packed, you hear more distinct voices than when they are packed. Because when they're packed, there's a buzz. But a lot of times as players, you can hear individual comments when that buzz is not there.
The 1-2. How about as a manager? You
oh, yeah.
Tuning into some of that too? Yeah.
Well, you hear it. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, you ignore it and you don't react to it.
Right.
But, I mean, we are human beings. I think you hear less as a player than you do as a manager because you're so busy thinking about everything. And not that you're not as a manager, but it's a different pace than being a catcher.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to put a sign down every time as a manager or catch the ball, block the ball.
1-2. Misses there. 2-2. 21 pitches already this inning from Warren. He got him. 95 upstairs, and Herrera down on strikes as Warren is able to work around the leadoff single. No score through one.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
Dad said Christmas dinner was no problem. It was. Don't let this be you.
Use your IQ, Dad.
The IQ Sense isn't just a thermometer. It's your secret weapon for hosting holiday gatherings. This holiday season, raise your culinary IQ with the IQ Sense thermometer from Chef IQ.
Thanks for having us.
If you're looking to buy a used car without getting scammed, don't make a move without Tinker. It's like having an automotive expert that fits right in your pocket. Tinker's used vehicle evaluation will help you quickly spot the difference between a deal and a dumpster fire. You'll know exactly what to look for and what questions you need to ask before you spend a whole lot of money for a whole lot of headache. So remember, to avoid this and this, use this. Tinker. Download the app today.
Well, over Players Weekend, players bring their stories to life through personalized bats, cleats, and more. You can bring a piece of the action home by entering the Players Weekend sweepstakes for a chance to win a one-of-a-kind replica bat from the weekend. No purchase necessary. Scan the QR or visit MLB.com/playersweekend sweepstakes for details.
It's amazing. Jazz has got his bat to match the signs behind him.
That's right. Wow. Maybe he's a big fan of Toro tires.
Maybe he owns a tire shop and we didn't know about it.
Maybe. I think, is this his Nickelodeon slime bat? Yeah, that's the Nickelodeon slime bat. Shaq, weren't you talking to him about that the other day?
I was. I mean, he grew up in the golden era of Nickelodeon tunes, so slime is synonymous with Nickelodeon and having fun as a kid, right?
That's right. Double dare and
what would you do?
What would you do? Yeah.
Many kids today, they want to be influencers. As kids in the 90s watching Nickelodeon, we just wanted to get slime.
That's it. That's true. Chisholm able to stay alive with that one. And caught a piece of Pozo. Now we have Paul Goldschmidt in the on-deck circuit. Take another look at that one catching the mask of Pozo.
He's taking a look at his mask to make sure it's not bent. I mean, that just does not feel good. I mean, the worst one is the one off your chin. Because you understand why boxers go down when they get hit in the chin.
Yeah.
It's just like, are we starting this already? I mean, there were some days, though, I felt like I woke up. I'm awake now.
Yeah. Chisholm works the walk, and that will set the stage for Paul Goldschmidt in his return. Really nice ovation for Paul Goldschmidt, who was with the Cardinals from 2019 through last season. Won an MVP, won a Gold Glove, went to 4 postseasons with them.
And he was always on the field. You look at the seasons where, take out away the COVID year, he averaged about 156 games a year. I mean, he was a gamer. And we've seen that. I mean, a lot of people thought he was going on the IL, and he's playing defense the next night.
Runner goes, and Chisholm is in there easily Well, there you go, Joe. You talked about it, wanting to continue to run. And Chisholm now with his 8th steal in the last 14 games.
Yeah, 6 in the last 6 games. I mean, he gets a really good jump. And he's a hitter, or it's base runner, that doesn't peek in. And Goldie takes the pitch, and he's able to slide in. And not a great throw by Pozo on the other side. They might have had somewhat of a shot, but it just puts pressure on Michaelis right away.
That is the 20th stolen base of the season for Chisholm.
And you think about, the Yankees have 2 walks already. He had only walked 25 guys coming into this game in 117 innings, 118 innings.
His 5th in walk rate. Goldschmidt smashes it, but right at Burleson. 1 down.
You know, you think about what a funny game it is. If Jazz doesn't steal, that's a base hit.
Such a good point.
Right? He hit it so hard you may not have first and third, but the fact that he stole third base provided an out for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Because Burleson's playing so far off the bag there then, yeah. And that's baseball, Susan.
That's why we don't sleep at night as baseball players.
Dominguez fouls that away.
It's been nice to see him driving in some runs and shooting that hole. I mean, that hole is still there because as a third baseman with a runner on second, you have to stay somewhat close to third base. His 2 RBI hits have been through that holes off of breaking balls.
1. Skies that to left. Nootbaar towards the line, makes the catch for the 2nd out. So the Yankees 9 for 34 with runners in scoring position this series now. That's a lot of at-bats for being in the 2nd inning of that 3rd game.
Well, and they really struggled the first game. They were like 3 for 17.
Yeah.
So they had a number of hits yesterday, which was great to see. And they needed all 12 runs. I mean, the tying run was on deck last night.
Had to go to Bednar to get that final out.
Yeah. It's good to see Ryan hit his first home run.
Yeah.
His numbers with the Yankees have been much better. I know it's not the power that he has, but he's done a really good job of getting on base. He's like a 117 OPS plus.
Yep.
I mean,
737 OPS overall with
he's doing his job is what he's doing.
6 for 15 in his career against Michaelis with a home run. Big swing there and a miss. 1-2.
Well, there's the cut fastball from Michaelis. He's got the sinker. I mean, he's like so many pitchers today, the four-seamer, and he throws a pitch up in the zone that's hard to get to as a left-handed hitter.
1-2 on McMahon as Chisholm leads off 2nd. And the pitch. 2-2.
Yeah, as a catcher today, I think it's a lot easier to not give anything away because so many of them sit in the middle of the plate and they're basically up and they're kind of giving a high target, and then the glove drops. So you really never know where the ball is going. And Pozo was doing that. Someone might think high fastball, but he ended up throwing him a low curveball.
3-2.
See Pozo going to the wrist for Michaelis on what to call, but Michaelis is calling his own game.
Just wants to make sure he's dialed in. The 3-2 fouled away.
I mean, I think he is. Yeah, and here's the home run that he hit last night. It was a really good sign. And again, this is not a home run hitter's ballpark, and he hits this breaking ball out to right field. Jordan Walker tries to get to it. Hits off that kind of that higher sign, which is over the fence, and a lot of times that'll cause problems for umpires, but great to see.
Chisholm going. That's grounded back up the middle, but right at Wayne, who will throw out McMahon and end the inning. So the Yankees threaten, do not score. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score in St. Louis.
Hey, hey, hey. What you got to say? Say, hey. you about us. We got now.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made these $15 bills. You know, it's green. Mint saves you money. Maybe my face is on it. Maybe the back of my head as well. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial here. And now I have a lot of counterfeit money to burn.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. Your travel itineraries are so well written, they're on the bestseller list. And you have access to lounges that don't officially exist. That's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and choose any vehicle on the Emerald Isle. Because travel isn't a competition, except that it is. And you're winning.
Ningún vuelo es solo un vuelo. Es un nuevo comienzo.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Una historia de amor.
Join Riv, Bash, Oscar, and the whole gang for a new season of Bronx Buds presented by Hexclad. Episode 2 streaming now exclusively on the Gotham Sports app, and it features our very own John Flaherty. Saturday morning cartoons are back on the Gotham Sports app.
Did you have a favorite cartoon as a kid?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I was a big Ninja Turtle fan. How about you?
Johnny Quest.
Okay. Very good. No Thundercats.
Scooby-Doo was pretty good.
Scooby-Doo is good. I was a Scooby-Doo fan. I like Scooby-Doo. But Ninja Turtles definitely my top. Now I get to be introduced to all new ones, you know?
Yes.
Told you the other day, Bluey, terrific. It's a great show.
That's somewhat of the embarrassing part, is that as parents, we start to like them.
I know.
And then they're the ones that we don't like.
Right, and it's like, are you sure you don't want to watch this? Because
yeah.
I thought this would be a great choice. By the way, it's not just John who will be on this season of Bronx Buzz. Michael Kay is going to be on it. Meredith, Nancy are all going to be on it this year.
No Ryan?
I was not asked, so no Ryan. You know, if our show is fortunate enough to make it to a season 3, maybe we'll both get asked, Joe.
Will Warren's really been heavy fastball this first time through, which is great. If you can get through a lineup only showing one pitch, I mean, I think he's thrown one breaking ball so far today.
See the ratio, a little tough. That'll make the seats. Not Joe's favorite play as a catcher.
Yeah, I'd be pointing up to Ryan McMahon. Paul Goldschmidt, you got it, you got it. And just praying that there's one not directly behind home plate, that I'm the only one that can get it.
Yeah, sometimes that's the case.
Yeah. I love how little foul ground there is now.
That's true. Fly ball, left field. Dominguez fighting the sun, makes the catch for the first out. Was Oakland the worst, Joe, for foul ground?
That, and when you see Jason battling the sun, I mean, this is hard. Imagine being a catcher. We don't have glasses on, right? But, and the ball's really coming back. You know, you run, and sometimes you overrun it as a catcher. But I used to not like the Dodgers because you would run downhill, and at the warning track it would go back up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bit it once.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been pretty encouraged about the work from Jordan Walker this second half of the season, as he's seen his strikeout rate go down from about 33% to 20%, 6%, a lot less chase. He's got elite bat speed, so you want him to make contact. And he had such a good season in 2023 when he broke in and has struggled in 24 and first half of this year, but the second half's been pretty good.
Last 23 games hitting .288 with an OPS of 745. One for 7 in the series.
Yeah, the note from the claw that I grabbed, I dropped it, and
and then the fans just took it for a ride in the booth, because we've got quite a few fans going in here today. Rice was trying to sell that sweeper. There's the claw. Oh, yeah.
There's the claw.
There's the claw. Thank you,
and I
Mitch
dropped
Smith.
it.
Yeah. Claw has been, one of the MVPs of this series. Grounded to short. Caballero tosses across. 2 down.
You know what that was? It was a Sunday hop is what that was. A nice, easy hop for Jose.
Love that as an infield.
Right Sunday afternoon.
Anthony Volpe finally getting a day off.
I love it.
Yeah.
This way he kind of gets 2 days off. And we came back after the All-Star break, and it was a pretty potent bat. 8 homers and 16 RBIs. And this way you get 2 days off. You somewhat refresh. Keep Caballero in there, who's been hot. I mean, he hasn't had a ton of starts, Caballero, but he has been impressive, whether he's been it was right field, second or third. He had a big play on Friday night in right field that maybe changed the game, the sliding catch. And this is the first game he's played it short.
He had multiple hits, multiple stolen bases in each of the first 2 games of this series. First time he's done that in consecutive games in his career.
I was looking at Pozo's stats in the minor leagues. 11 years, over 3,000 at bats. Only a 9.2% K rate, but a 4.3% walk. So he is swinging. So expect him to be really, really aggressive.
He's swinging and he's making contact.
Yes.
He's ahead 3-1 right now. Pitch. Oh, right through Warren on the backhand. Chisholm to his feet in time. Nice play from Jazz Chisholm Jr. for the final out of the bottom of the second. Chisholm able to snare and throw in time. No score through 2.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right.
That's why I love Redfin. They show me homes that are perfect for me. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah.
It's like they know me. I mean, the Bears love having me here. We're like family.
You wanna know what sucks?
But it's time for me to spread my wings and find a place of my own.
Ooh, this one's just right. I know Baby Bear will miss me.
If you're looking to buy a used car without getting scammed, don't make a move without Tinker. It's like having an automotive expert that fits right in your pocket. Tinker's used vehicle evaluation will help you quickly spot the difference between a deal and a...
It is time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's picture is of Jennifer, who recently attended a game at her favorite place, the big ballpark in the Bronx. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes and pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game.
Some brave Yankee fans today in this heat.
Yeah, need that.
Love it, though. I mean, that
spray fan, that's key.
One of the greatest things about playing for the New York Yankees is how well the fans travel.
Yeah.
And you have support wherever you go. And it's a true blessing. And I think of all the fans that you see at Yankee Stadium, the support that you get.
I'll always remember being in the stands in the '09 World Series in Philadelphia, and I was with a contingent of Yankee fans there, and there were so many Yankee fans in Philly. Obviously, that's a particularly easy travel, but that they did roll call for your guys in Philadelphia in the World Series.
Seems like at Yankee Stadium there's 40 plus every night. I mean, players feed off that energy all the time.
Caballero 4 for 7 in the series, 3 runs, 4 stolen bases.
You know, I look at that pitch, and they had a talk with Michaelis about he throws too many strikes. You know, ahead in the count, 0-2, he's leaving them. That was not close.
No.
No.
That was, you want me to throw more balls? All right, I'll spike one. Yeah. Just missed with that one, 2-2. Yankees going for the sweep of St. Louis. Poked into shallow right. Walker trots in. 1 down. That'll send up Trent Grisham as the Yankees turn it over to the top of the order. Grisham looked like he was going to start this game with a hard-hit single up the middle, but Mason Wynn made a good diving stop and then a terrific throw from the ground acrobatically to throw out Grisham. Grisham rolls that slowly to the right side. Burleson tosses. Michaelis grabs. 2 down.
A little bit quicker of an inning for Michaelis. He's got 2 outs. Somewhat of a long at bat to Caballero, but when you get a first pitch out, boy, it's really helpful in keeping that pitch count down. Through 37 through the first 2, and he's only at 43. Get back on track, 15 pitches per inning. His average is 15.6. Pretty efficient.
Yeah.
And for a guy that gives up a lot of runs, it's happening fairly quickly.
He's not making you suffer through the runs.
No, you see what has happened. I mean, his first 12 starts, he was throwing the ball well, and he's really run into some trouble as of late. Just changes his whole season around.
Faces Ben Rice here. Rice coming off a 7 RBI night yesterday.
You know, we talked about how hard he has hit the ball this year. Consistently. He had 3 balls over 104 last night. I mean, he was hitting rockets everywhere.
And he is second in the majors in hard hit percentage or in the American League in hard hit percentage to Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I mean, you like having that in your lineup because you know it's damage.
Yeah.
I mean, he passed Byron Buxton. Buxton was second.
Rice skies that down the left field line. Nootbaar a long run, and that's going to make it into the seats. 2-2. I thought this note was interesting too, Joe, that Rice became just the second Yankees first baseman ever with multiple 7 RBI games.
Yeah, I started thinking like Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly seemed to hit a grand slam every other day. He didn't have to do much the rest of the day. Tino Martinez never did it.
Lou Gehrig had 9, and that was the second for Ben Rice.
Think about that, 9.
7
he
RBI
was sleeping
games.
good.
Yeah, it's just amazing. 3-2 now on Rice.
So, I mean, I think you would equate that to like 50 points in basketball.
Yeah, I think that's a good comp.
Yeah.
So it's like having 9 50-point games. Pretty good. The 3-2 inside, and Rice works his second walk. Third walk issued by Michaelis. Yankees still looking for their first hit.
I think news travels. I think they saw that stat about the hard hit balls, and Michaelis watched the game last night that would be able to have 2 walks early in this game and have someone on base where they can't pitch around Aaron Judge in a sense. It's pretty good.
Here is Judge. By the way, Stanton would be first in hard hit percentage,
Yes.
but he does not qualify.
Yeah. He'd be first in a lot of things.
Yeah.
If he could qualify. I know bat speed, you know, he doesn't qualify yet, and he's like 3 miles ahead of the next guy, and then everyone else is somewhat bunched pretty close.
Judge smokes that, but right to win for the final out of the inning. So Judge hammered it, but right at the Cardinals shortstop. We go to the bottom of the third, no score.
Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb, like a chef to cook for you, or a massage for après-ski, or even a yoga teacher to keep you grounded. Homes, experiences, and services, now on Airbnb.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
Dad said Christmas dinner was no problem. It was. Don't let this be you.
Use your IQ, Dad.
The IQ Sense isn't just a thermometer. It's your secret weapon for hosting holiday gatherings. This holiday season, raise your culinary IQ with the IQ Sense thermometer from Chef IQ.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations to Giancarlo Stanton on being voted the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. Pretty good week. Last 5 games, a .529 average, 2 homers, 6 ribbies, an OPS over 1,500 at 4 starts in right field.
That was impressive what he did in right field.
Yeah.
For not being out there, and I think I was most impressed with the throw that he made home. I mean, it was right on target.
Yeah.
Where the cut man could cut it, it wasn't overthrown. It was. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play right field Tuesday in Tampa.
Yeah.
Because it's the same dimensions, the same feel.
As the stadium after another off day as well.
Yes.
Justin?
In Tampa, obviously the same in the Bronx. This one in right field, pretty expansive, Ryan. And Giancarlo Stanton was talking in the Yankees clubhouse this morning. He reiterated he was available for last night. He's available this afternoon. He said there was a little extra trouble recovering from 3 straight days in the outfield with just general soreness, but he stressed that he is available to pinch hit.
Thank you, Shaq. As that one's lined into center field, a base hit for Sajazi to lead off the third. Yeah, he was talking with Giancarlo for a while today, and he said the playing in the outfield the multiple straight days and then also the getting in at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, that
probably didn't help.
Yeah, you see Sajazi, first hit of the series, he had been 0 for 8 with 5 strikeouts, and they had thrown some expansion breaking balls to him that he had chased. It's a first pitch fastball, middle in, and smokes it. He knuckled it too. I mean, those are the ones you don't want to be trying to catch as an infielder.
An MLB debut for Nathan Church, getting a nice hand from the crowd here as he steps to the plate. Pretty strong season in the minors for Church.
Considered their 10th best prospect, started the season as 15th. They've seen him a lot in spring training.
Flies that into right center. And Grisham will call off Bellinger to make the catch. 1 down. It's always exciting when you see a guy making his big league debut.
Oh, because you remember what it was like too. Like, God, was I nervous. I was a wreck. I don't know what it's like, to play another position. I feel like as a catcher, you have a lot on your plate and a lot to worry about, and a lot that you can really screw up in the course of a game.
You also were making your debut for the team you grew up rooting for as well, the Chicago Cubs.
Man, I was a mess.
Is that the strongest, most clear memory from your debut? How much of a mess you were emotionally? Or what else do you remember about it?
It was the day that I got engaged.
How about that?
After the game.
You got engaged?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I was supposed to get engaged when I came home from winter ball, but it took so long to get home from winter ball because we won the Caribbean Series that we waited, and I had to pick another day.
Wow. And so did you know going into it, hey, the end of this game, I'm going to pop the question tonight?
Yes, I did. We went to, Kim and I went to Cafe La Cave in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I knew that was the night that I was going to do it.
Wow, very nice. And by the way, you had 2 hits in your debut.
I did, yeah.
That one is ripped to right field as Nootbaar has his second hit of the game, and the Cardinals set up first and second, and 1 out.
Well, again, he has thrown so many fastballs, and these Cardinal hitters have, they're ready to swing, and that's not a bad pitch. It's up in the zone, but you see Nootbaar get on top of it and lines it between first and second. Sajazi with an aggressive turn, but stops, understands who's in right field, how hard the ball is hit, and someone that's very accurate with his arm. He might need to start mixing in some other pitches as he goes through this lineup the second time.
They'll face Mason Wynn here, who had a 3-run homer last night. Cardinals 1 for 7 with runners on, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position so far today against Warren. No score, bottom of the 3rd. Ryan Rucco, Joe Girardi, Justin Shacko with you. Producer Josh Isaac, director Michael Cooney. Appreciate you hanging out with us on this summer Sunday. Popped up, foul, and Rice giving it a look will make the seats. 1-1. Joe, how would you stay hydrated catching on days like today?
I just drank a lot in between innings.
That's it.
We get a cup, something right when I came in, and then I would get one right before I went out. And I was not a guy that, would perspire a lot, so I was probably fortunate.
You're not a sweaty dude, huh?
No.
All right. That's why you could go for a run yesterday in the dead of heat.
I don't know how smart
St.
that
Louis.
was. I'd like to think that I'm getting wiser in my old age, but I got to question myself.
How long did you run yesterday?
I went about 2 miles.
In that heat, that's like 14 miles. Swing and a miss, Win. There you go, going to the sweeper as Warren mixing in something else second time through, 2 down.
Yeah, I think he has to because they've kind of got on his fastball a little bit, and they're swinging early. So now you have a team that it is aggressive, and you can maybe feed off that a little bit. He's got a really good sweeper. At times it's a devastating pitch, and this is a tough out because Burleson, I really believe, as I talked about earlier, he swings at the whole field. He does not K, only about 14% of the time. And you got to mix your pitches, and you got to make pitches. He's a really good breaking ball. Really good breaking ball. So he's probably going to have to use his changeup.
50 pitches thus far for Warren. 2 on, 2 out, the 1-0. Just missed.
He kind of stands like Bellinger a little bit.
Yeah.
Straight up and down.
Yeah.
The bat high.
Yeah. A pickoff attempt at second and diving back.
Yeah, probably a really good idea being behind 2-0, probably to their best hitter with men on base and runners in scoring position, trying to get a free out. And they got him when he was taking a step towards third, but his lead was not quite big enough. But you're going to watch Burleson here. You're going to see him trying to load himself. He does that little turn to load on that back hip.
3-0 now on Burleson with Herrera on deck.
And I would think with the Cardinals having a problem scoring runs, they're going to turn him loose here because he's going to face a right-hander, and he's been much better against right-handers. So turn him loose. No, he took it.
Wow, right down the middle, too.
I don't know what street we're on, but that was right down Broadway.
3-1 now on Burleson. So Jay-Z at second, Newt Barr at first. Pitch, and the count is full. Laid on a sinker there.
Yeah, and it's not a guy that overly chases a lot. That's why sometimes I wonder, like, I wasn't a good enough hitter to swing 3-0, but he is.
Yeah.
Some guys just aren't comfortable doing it because they don't do it a lot because, you know, maybe he projects as a 6 or 7 hitter and it's not a 3 or 4, but he's hitting third.
Flies that into left. Dominguez towards the line, makes the catch, and ends the inning. Warren able to work around the trouble. No score through 3.
Your game is on MLB Network Radio every day and night with Sirius XM. Catch live hometown broadcast for every game all season long. MLB Network Radio, only on Sirius XM.
No flight.
Will you marry me?
It's just a flight. It's your next step.
Thank you. You're gonna do great.
And at Delta, we're proud to help you take it.
Get your whitest smile for 12 months with just one kit of Crest 3D White Strips.
This smile for a year?
Yes, this smile for a whole year.
Whoa!
Get your whitest smile with Crest 3D White Strips.
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
Well, it is time for Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. 286 career average, 202 homers, 1,700 hits. Was a broadcaster, it looks like, for the Yankees between 71 and 88. And then the National League president after that. This is a 1. Friday was an 8. All right. Tried to make it a little easier after what took place here on Friday night, where Joe and I just had no shot.
0 whatsoever.
Today I feel good about.
I think I have it too.
Yeah. Yes. All right, we're going to go 2 for 2. And it's 1-1 on Bellinger. Played through illness on Friday with a lot of success. Had an incredible defensive game. Then didn't play yesterday as he was feeling worse waking up on Saturday, but back in there today.
Yeah, and you worry about when players are ill playing in the heat when they're run down already, what it does to their body. And it's not so much, yeah, they're going to feel sicker, but you worry about injury, like pulling something because they're dehydrated.
Bellinger turns on that, gives it a ride, deep to right. Walker in the corner makes the catch on the track for the first out.
I almost feel like there's fans out in the outfield, like fans blowing.
Yeah.
And they turn them up as the ball starts to get close to the wall, and it blows them back.
Joe, there's been 3 balls today off the bat that felt like they had to carry to get out that just died on the track.
They just die in this ballpark.
It's amazing. And that's been a consistent theme all season. Talked about it being the 8th hardest park to homer in when you talk about the park adjusted factors.
I mean, coming into this game or this series, the Cardinals were 27th in home runs given up, only 119. And you see why. It just doesn't carry.
Yeah. And right, it's not like there's crazy wind in today. There's a little wind, but it's nothing of significance. It's just become a part of the fabric of the park here and how it plays.
And what happens to the wind in ballparks, it circles and it comes in and it blows in at places and out at other places because of the formation of the field and the stands. And you think about going to Tampa on Tuesday, there's really not a third and second, third, fourth deck.
Yeah.
The wind's not going to affect too much.
No, that ball is going to fly out. And I said 8th lowest. It's actually the 6th lowest when it comes to parks and allowing home runs. So yeah, one of the toughest in the league. Two and 2 on Jazz. Yankees still seeking their first hit after the offense put up 12 runs last night. Goldschmidt on deck and back starting for the first time since Tuesday. And it's 3 and 2 on Jazz.
And you think about the Cardinals offense, they've really had struggles since the All-Star break. Last in runs, tied for last in home runs. How hard it is to put hits together in today's game.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard to score runs if you don't hit the ball at the ballpark.
And Jazz has walked for the 2nd time. Yankees have had 4 base runners. It's been Rice and Chisholm each time with walks.
Yeah, Oliver's managing, and you can't necessarily tell in and out from the bench. That ball's clearly inside, but you can tell up and down. And there's frustration here. I mean, it's just off the plate. It's a ball, and we know that we have a hitter-friendly umpire.
Let's take a look at our T-Mobile coverage cam with Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. Here was the ovation and his acknowledgement of it. His first at bat of the day, his first inning, was the first at bat he's had this series as he dealt with that knee tweak. And he had a line drive right at first. Jazz, we saw steal his 20th base of the season when he got on in the 2nd. See if he tries to go again here.
Yeah, Pozo, the catcher, moved in as they were throwing over right before. So I would think that he's trying to go away, and he's hoping that Goldschmidt peek back there.
Yeah, pitch out. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, those are little games that you play as a catcher. Yeah. So you'll move earlier, right? So because you want the hitter to think that you're going in, and they set up a pitch out thinking that Jazz was going, because the Yankees have stolen 8 bases, 10 attempts, and Jazz has been a huge part of that.
So now do you go if you're Jazz after the pitch out?
I'm gone.
Yeah. Didn't go that time. 2-1.
Really quick to home plate. He has the ability to slide step, and coming into today, base runners had 11 attempts. 11 attempts is not a ton in 23 starts when there's a lot of base runners.
There he goes as that ball is drilled into left center field and deep. Church looking up, it's off the wall. Chisholm actually stopped at 2nd, now ends up at 3rd. Goldschmidt's there with a double, and the Yankees with 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Not sure why Jazz Chisholm stopped at second base there.
Well, if you remember what I said on his first stolen base, he does not peek in. So he never finds the baseball. So once it's hit, he's got to find it with no idea where it is hit. He just basically stares straight at second base. He has no idea where the ball is, and that's because he doesn't peek in. You're going to watch him go. He never peeks, and he peeked too late. He peeked when he heard the sound, and he's looking to find the baseball. And that's why he's still there.
Dominguez, it's a chopper to the right side. Chisholm will score. Dominguez safe. It's an infield single for Jason Dominguez, and a run-scoring one at that. The Yankees are on the board. It's 1-0.
An RBI in 3 straight days for Jason Dominguez, and that's a really good sign because he had struggled so mightily since the beginning of the second half and was going through an 0-4 streak before he got here. But this young man can run. This is easy, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him running at this point with first and third and 1 out.
You talked about giving him the green light, 3-0 Friday night, hoping that might get him going, and it has since then. At a couple hits yesterday. There goes Dominguez, and the pitch fouled away by McMahon.
So people will often say, well, why didn't he take that pitch, right? A left-handed hitter can't see.
And Aaron Boone with a little communication to Jazz Chisholm about why he stopped at second. It looked like Jazz was saying, I couldn't
find the ball.
Find the ball, yeah.
And as a manager, you're like, okay. So then you go evaluate more. Why couldn't you find the ball? Not now.
Yeah. That one is through into right field, a base hit. Dominguez will head to third. Scoring is Goldschmidt. It's an RBI single for Ryan McMahon. And the Yankee lead is now 2-0.
Yeah, the second time around, they're getting better swings. They lined out a few times hard the first time, and this is a changeup that's down in the zone. And because it's first and third and you're having to hold the runner, it gets through the hole. And now the Yankees have a 2-0 lead, and this is a chance where you see Burleson diving. He's not a great first baseman. He's versatile. He can play the outfield, but I wouldn't say that first base is his best position. But now with the speed of Dominguez, he's able to get to third. And this sets up a lot of different things. You can safety squeeze here. And without Burleson being a great first baseman, having to hold the runner at first, he doesn't get a huge break in. And so if you bunt it towards first base with the speed of Dominguez, it could be an easy run.
Joe, we've been able to, I mean, in this series and of late, you could see where the Yankees' speed and now the way they're using it, the impact it can have on a game. There's just, you talked about it in your keys, there's a level of aggression right now, which it feels like this team needs and is obviously benefiting from.
Yeah, power is dangerous. Speed is dangerous. Speed and power is almost impossible to defend.
Yeah.
And that's what they've been able to do so far in the series. Man, look at that hole between first and second. I'm looking for something, and I would want the ball middle in to punch it that way, to hit it through that hole.
McMahon started and stopped. There you go, Joe. Caballero exploits that hole into right field. A run-scoring single for him, and it's now 3-0 Yankees.
Man, has he had a really good series. He is 5 for 9 in this series. A number of stolen bases. Really good defense wherever you put him. And he just saw the hole, and he gave him a good pitch. And Michaelis is not overpowering, so it's much easier to manipulate the bat, and that's what he's able to do. What a nice piece for the Yankees. I mean, he's not the big name that you put in the middle of the lineup, but he does so many things for you. He helps you win games.
So what Aaron Boone was talking about today, he's just such a winning player. Said there was times I yelled at him when he was an opponent, when he was doing his Caballero type things. He's like, now I love him.
It's amazing how that changes, right?
Yeah.
There are those teammates that you cannot stand when they're on the other team, and they come over to your team like, man, I love this guy.
Yeah. You know, the Yankees did not have a hit their first 14 plate appearances. Now 4 straight hits. After the Chisholm walk, you had the Goldschmidt double, Dominguez infield single, McMahon single, Caballero single. And Joe, you called it. Caballero able to take advantage of that huge hole on the right side. And now it's Grisham's turn. Flies that foul into the seats down the left field line.
Well, if you look at Michaelis coming into today, he had 79 strikeouts in 18 innings, right? That's the danger of not having strikeout stuff, because balls are going to find holes, and they hit the balls hard the first time through and were not rewarded for it. But now they're being rewarded. They're finding holes and they're scoring runs.
Veneziano up in the Cardinals pen.
Didn't give him much time to get a accolade.
No, just got called up.
Just got called up too.
1-2 on Grisham. 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Grisham did not go. 2-2.
Month of August. 9 walks and 9 strikeouts. And he's swinging the bat extremely well. I mean, he's had a great August. And he does not chase a lot. He has the ability, and I think it's because he has such a short swing and simple mechanics, to take pitches that are balls, to be able to start his swing and stop it. He's really strong, and I think you have to be really strong to be able to do that.
Fouls that away.
And it's hard to get inside on him because his swing is so short.
He's hit some big home runs over his first 2 years with the Yankees too.
Yeah.
At times when the team just really has needed it. 2 on, 1 out, 2-2. That is, wow. Called strike 3. That was more than a hair inside, and Aaron Boone and Trent Grisham are both perplexed at that.
Yeah, I mean, that's really unfortunate, because you got a rally going, and you take the bat right out of his hands on calling a pitch. And I know Oliver Marmol was yelling at a pitch that was much closer than that and didn't get it. I mean, ball never gets there.
First strikeout of the game for Michaelis.
That's right. Tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Boone is. And somebody from the dugout just got tossed. I'm not sure if it was Aaron Boone, because it looked like Vic Carapazza pointed to someone down on the other end of the dugout and tossed them. I'm not sure exactly who it was down there.
Well, I'm going to guess it's a player. You're going to go get your money's worth if it's a coach. And hopefully it's not a player that they could have used in the game today. But I mean, they can see the pitches because they have the iPads to watch the at-bats. And they know what's a strike and what's not a strike.
Well, and that's why you could hear Aaron Boone saying the one that he's using a different word, complaining about, isn't a strike either. The one that Ali Marmol and Michaelis were complaining about was not a strike, as we know. Fly ball right center. And that will end the inning with the Yankees able to build a few runs in this fourth, using their speed, using contact. And a few batters later, it's 3 runs on the board. A 3-0 lead through 3.5 in St. Louis.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
What am I? I am what I am, and I am, but I am what I am, yeah. Tops to me, bottoms to me, top, and that's the way it is till the day that I drop. What am I? Oh, what am I? I am what I am!
New era. Nothing beats real.
Now there's an authentic cap for every fan.
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia and invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor.
Well, a little drama at the end of what was a productive offensive inning for the Yankees, and Aaron Boone still shaking his head. Looks like it was Tanner Swanson who got tossed.
You know what I find curious about that? Is the guy that's teaching catchers how to steal strikes is the one that gets tossed for Pozo stealing a strike. But that was the hardest thing for me as a manager when I got thrown out and I was right. And I know umpires aren't perfect. I get that. And there are pitches that are closer. But when you're right and you get thrown out, it's really hard to take.
Joe, what is the process like? I mean, you know what it's like being in that dugout and either seeing your player have a reaction to a pitch or you yourself having a reaction to a pitch right away. What is the process like for you finding out then from, you know, someone who's part of your staff or baseball ops or wherever it might be in there, that pitch wasn't close, that pitch was a strike or whatever? What's that feedback process like for you to know or get confirmation? Yeah, Joe, that was nowhere near the zone. Or,
well, now you can watch it on the iPad. You know, it's shortly after the at bat, and you can find out. But there used to be times you know someone would come running down from the clubhouse, you know, and there's the delay now, so a lot of this stuff is done differently. But guys would come running down from the clubhouse. You might hear someone scream from down below that was watching the game, and you know the importance of protecting your player and making sure that he stays in the game, because he's the one that can make a huge difference in the game. And you think about, you know, if Trent Grisham gets thrown out in this instance, well, Volpe has to go in, Bellinger has to go to center, Caballero goes to right. I mean, there's a lot of moving pieces that you have to do, and you're trying to give Volpe a day off, so you protect him.
And are you ever shouting back like, hey, was that in there? Or you're going to wait and look at it yourself on that?
No, I'm going to ask.
You're going to ask
I'm going
right
to
away.
trust the people that tell me, because you trust them with everything else that you do.
The 3-2.
And I tell you what, there were people like a Brett Gardner that, like, if he complained, you knew he was right.
Yeah.
I mean, he could tell if a ball was an inch off. I'm like, how do you see that? But there are other guys, you know, that aren't always so right. And they can get fooled a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know not to yell in those situations. You got to find out.
You know what? That's like the equivalent of what you see in basketball now when players are swirling their fingers looking to challenge the play, right? It's like you can't react to every player's swirling finger, because there are some people who are saying that on a clear foul or a ball that was definitely out on them or whatever. On the backhand, McMahon drops it, gloves it, fires, not in time. That's going to be an E5.
Yeah, that's a play that we're used to seeing him make, and it looked like it just hit off maybe the heel of his glove. And it's a long throw, and it's not an easy play, but because he plays so deep, his range is great. And Herrera doesn't run great as well, but it looks like it kind of comes up on him a little bit and hits the heel, and then it's, you know, rolling away from him, and he has no chance. So base hit.
Wow, they call it a base hit. All right, there you go.
And a lot of third basemen won't make that play because they're not that deep, and you have to have arm strength to play that deep, and he does, and it's very advantageous.
Nolan Gorman, 1-1. By the way, Joe, you see we both are standing now.
Yeah, you got me standing.
Yeah, see, I told you this happened with me and Coney in Texas. You stand, I stand. Look, hey,
Well, you know the O'Neill thing about all the music. I'm still standing, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, this might negate the need for the claw, though, if we keep standing, because I can just reach back to Mitch. And
yeah, we don't want to do
way.
that.
Yeah, so I won't stand too long. We need the claw to have its role here.
I think if I had that claw, I'd be messing with people. I'd be grabbing your shoulder.
Just tapping right in the middle of a call.
Yeah, I'd be obnoxious.
Yeah. Yankees and Cardinals have played long games.
Yeah.
These first 2.5 games. Feels like a throwback to the pre-pitch clock era. Which, speaking of, Shaq, you had a conversation with Will Warren about the pitch clock and kind of the difficulties of being a young pitcher processing it, yeah?
Yeah, these first 3 innings, I've been watching Will Warren's mannerisms on the mound as it pertains to this 15-second window that pitchers have with nobody on base, because he said how he manages that small time between pitches is one of the biggest things that he's learned to become consistent with at this level. It's about readying himself physically and mentally before each pitch, and for a lot of pitchers, and Joe, I'm curious to what you think about this as a former catcher, but with the pitching today, he said there's this mental checklist of items that they need to cross off before every pitch, and it changes during different situations. The challenge for Will is to be able to slow everything down in order to process through it within the pitch clock. How do you get ready to throw the pitch that's being called? Is the breathing in line with his rhythm? Am I doing that while also reading the swings of hitters? So Will feels like a pitcher has to put all that together within the pitch clock window 95 to 100 times a game.
Yeah, he's right. And you think about, you know, the catcher puts down a pitch, and are you 100% committed to that pitch? So now you're starting to process that information for a second or two, and there's a second or two are gone. And you think about a day like today when you're sweating so much, you know, you may have to get more rosin. There's just a lot of things that come into play, and being a young pitcher and always not being completely sure of yourself,
right?
That clock probably speeds up.
Skied into shallow left. Dominguez makes the catch for the first out in the 4th. Right, maybe as you get a little bit more experience, you have a little bit more conviction behind the game plan and your pitch sequencing. Maybe it doesn't take as long for you to process that.
Just think about a pitcher, too, that's added in a new pitch that, you know, in spring training or whatever, and now you're trying to bring that into your repertoire, and you're not quite sure if now's the right time or not the right time. So there's a lot that goes into it, and experiences are the things that's going to speed everything up for you in a sense. The more experience you have, the quicker you're going to be able to make up your mind and know exactly what you want to do. And now you're facing a team that you haven't seen a lot.
Yeah.
So there's indecision there too, opposed to I've seen this guy 15 times in the batter's box. I know exactly what I'm doing to him.
Yeah. Back fastballs for strikes from Warren on Jordan Walker. 72 pitches for Warren. Neither pitcher economical at this point. Ollie Marmol may not have loved that, but definitely was in there for a strike.
When you, for a long period of time, have a hard time scoring runs, you're going to see people get frustrated. And if you feel like you're not getting the benefit of the doubt of calls, you're really going to get frustrated. And I think if anything, you know, you think about that first inning, Will Warren threw a few strikes that weren't called.
Yeah, right. Two and two. No, Nick Lentz has been a hitter-friendly for the most part today.
Yeah, this is a good swing, stop. Good job by Jordan Walker to recognize that ball was going to be off the plate. A real good sweeper. And I think 2 months ago he would have chased it.
Count now full.
But this is the maturation you want to see from a young player, where you see the holes that they have in their swing, that they shrink up as time goes on. And I think Since the All-Star break, you've seen some of that from Jordan Walker. Pitch selection be better.
Misses outside, and that is the first walk issued today by Warren. And it'll be first and second with one out.
Yeah, this ball just doesn't come back enough. It's trying to, and they're trying to get a strike three and freeze Jordan Walker as he stands a long ways away from the plate, probably because he's got those long arms and he wants to be able to hit the ball inside. But it just doesn't come back enough, and now you're facing a hitter that's very aggressive. You got to understand that it's quality, and if you can get a ground ball, it's probably a double play because he is in the bottom 4% of sprint speed.
Yeah. Yeah, the catchers in general don't run
easy
well
now.
For the Cardinals.
Oh, for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
yes.
no, for the Cardinals.
All right.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
No.
Yeah. They have bottom 10 and bottom 4.
Yeah. Not winning any relay races. 21 pitches already this inning for Warren.
Yeah, this is going to become a game of bullpens.
Yeah.
And you think about the Yankees may not have Leiter Jr. or Bednar today if they've thrown the last 2 days. So there are going to be some guys that have to pitch that haven't, maybe not necessarily in those spots. But the one thing that the Yankees have some left-handers, and I don't really know who can hit off the bench for the Cardinals. I don't think Contreras is available.
Right.
I think Pages is and Hampson is, but Donovan is not against right-handers.
This bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. That's what Joe's talking about, with Leiter and Bednar both being used the last 2 games.
So there are some pockets for the left-handers in this Cardinal lineup. Is really, you know, Pages could hit, but then you're going to have to use another player to go in for defense in a sense. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do, because they're not going to hit for Herrera, their DH.
Popped up. Rice after it, so's Warren, and Rice makes the catch for the second out. Well, that's
what
you
I'm talking
expect,
about,
right, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, and at least it's not bright sunlight, but he gets there. And again, these aren't easy plays. You know, that's a play that you hope that your first baseman can get to. The ball's not hit very high, so it's a little tricky for Goldschmidt. And he's way back because there's runners on first and second, and it's just, I guess I got to do it.
No choice but to make the play.
Yeah.
So with Tim Hill warming, Warren gets a big out there. Now throws strike 1 to Sajazi.
Everyone seemed to have, you know, laugh at me. It's not what you want.
Just on any pop-up, that's
not what I wanted.
Not what you wanted.
No.
The 0-1. You really need to trademark that and sell shirts.
Tim Hill's up in the bullpen already.
Yeah.
But again, he's at 81 pitches. He's had to work really hard. It's hot. The Cardinals have had runners in scoring position, so it's been somewhat stressful inning. And you think about the first 2 pitches to Sajazi. It was almost the same pitch. He rocketed up through the middle of the infield.
Yes, yeah.
His first at bat on a first pitch. Now you got him in a good spot, and he's shown that he will chase the breaking ball off the plate.
See if Warren goes to it. The 0-2. Lined into right field. That's going to be a foul ball. You want to see a breaking ball.
I sure did.
Yeah. And I wonder after that swing if
he bought himself a breaking ball.
Yeah.
It's just 0-2. It's too good of a pitch. Now, if he wants to try to get him to chase up, that's different. But commanding that sinker that's running back, and you see him pointing at foul, he wants it to be foul. Sometimes it just leaks too much, and especially as you get tired.
The 0-2 went to the breaking ball, lined into right. Bellinger started in, and it's going to be over his head and up against the wall. 1 run will score. Here comes Walker. He will score. It's a 2-run, 2-out double from Thomas Sajazi, and it is now a 3-2 game.
Well, I guess my sweeper idea wasn't a great idea, but it was one that he left up and didn't really have that downward movement that has given him problems, and it's a really high. And you see he takes 1 step in, and we've noticed the ball is not flying to the you know, to right field today, and it just gets over his head.
Yeah, Bellinger just kind of took that little route in and couldn't pin back to recover. Warren shaking his head. That's hit hard on the ground to short. Caballero off the backhand will throw out Nathan Church to end the inning. But the Cardinals put 2 on the board. It's 3-2.
This is not a car. This is a force of nature, an optical illusion, a naysayer slayer. Just ask the good people of Monte Carlo. Part action star, part comedian, equal parts contradiction. It runs on gas or electric, becomes standard with piss and vinegar. It was born wrong. Who puts an engine sideways? You can imagine why we struggle to call it a car. So we won't. Because this is not a car. Let's Mini.
What am I? I am what I am, what I am, and I am. But I am what I am, what I am, yeah. Tops to me, bottoms to me, top. And that's the way it is till the day that I drop. What am I? Oh, what am I? I am what I am!
New era. Nothing beats real. Now there's an authentic cap for every fan.
Injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Fernando Cruz had his second rehab game through 20 pitches, gave him a couple of runs, and Jonathan Loaizaga, his first rehab game through 16 pitches at AAA. Victor Scott II placed on the 10-day IL with a left ankle sprain. As Judge takes a big rip and misses. 0-1, top of the 5th. Cardinals getting a couple of 2-out runs in the 4th. 3-2 Yankee lead. Yankees scored 3 in the 4th.
Yeah, Victor Scott II got hurt on the home run that Judge hit.
Yeah.
Trying to, his left ankle hit the wall. It looked like he turned his ankle. Stayed in for a few innings, but ended up leaving the game. Garrett Hampson came in and played center. And there was that controversial play kind of where on the sac fly, he took over.
Yes.
And Jordan Walker has a really good arm and didn't let him catch it. And that's one of the growing pains that they're going to go through with all these young players that they have that necessarily haven't played together. You don't know what each guy can do. You know, there's going to be pop-ups that are in like that triangle, and here's a good fastball up that he gets by Aaron Judge between maybe first, second, and right, and you don't know who's going to be able to get to it or who should take it. And I've seen Sajazi, the second baseman, be tentative on some balls and then over-aggressive on balls so far in his young career. It's because he hasn't played with the guys next to him. And they're moving guys around all the time. Contreras plays first. Gorman played first.
Judge works the leadoff walk.
And here's the Victor Scott injury last night. As he almost gets to this ball and he hits his left ankle against the outfield wall, and it looks like he gets pushed back, and you see him pull it up a little bit. He stayed in for a couple innings, but ended up coming out.
He went so far to almost get to that ball too, running full speed.
Be a great way for the Yankees to answer back, because you always talk about those shutdown innings, and Warren wasn't able to shut the Cardinals down, and they got back in this game to maybe put a couple more up. You got a leadoff walk, you got Belly up.
Grounds one to second, could be 2, 4, 6, 3, double play. Time for the optimum don't take slow for an answer replay. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. showing his speed.
Yeah, he's got great speed, a great jump. You can see the good slide to the back of the base, so it's a longer tag for the guy receiving the ball, who was the second baseman, Sajazi, there. So they always slide to the back part of the bag. And you got the slime bat again?
Yes, it is. Yeah, no.
What is this?
He does. 31 steals last 20 games. He's got the slime bat. And Wynn able to snare it. You saw the way the Yankees have been running of late, the way Jazz has, but no chance to there. Hit too hard and right at Wynn.
Right now, get one free set of Brake Best brake pads when you purchase 2 Brake Best Select rotors.
Making beach towels. Now that's serious business. The guys at SandCloud chose a serious business card. The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy, like this fabulous fabric. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more.
Our 2% cash back helped us build our retail store.
You need a place to sell all these great looking towels. What's in your wallet?
Eeny, meeny, the best behind the wheel. Unfortunately, I'm not smart enough to get away from John. He owes me $3 million.
What was I thinking coming to see you?
Hey, I've been doing better. I quit drugs for you.
You just did cocaine last night.
Your boy's a liability.
X.
Is he, though?
Tell me you don't miss that.
Eeny, meeny, rated R, streaming August 22nd on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before.
Time for cooking up something special with HexClad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. With George Lombard Jr., the Yankees' #1 prospect, an 881 OPS over his last 10 games at AA. Number 5 prospect Bryce Cunningham, 5-1 with a 1.88 at Hudson Valley, and Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, really strong numbers. His first 6 starts at AA Somerset.
Oh, you have to be really excited because you look at the pitching numbers, #1, they're dominant.
Yeah.
And you look at George Lombard Jr., he just turned 20.
It's incredible.
In June.
He looks the part, too, when you watch him play. He's just such a fluid athlete.
You know, you look, we talk about it all the time, internal clock, heartbeat.
Yeah.
They're both, he's got a slow heartbeat, and his internal clock is really good. So he's some kind of prospect.
Yep. Warren stays out there after Yankees had action in the pen last inning with Tim Hill. Threw 29 pitches last inning, up to 86 on this steamy day. Hill still warming.
Yeah, this is kind of hitter by hitter. If Newbar was to get on, I think he would face Mason Wynn and be ready for Burleson, that sort of thing. Or if he gets in a really couple long at bats here, maybe he brings him in for Burleson. No matter what.
The 1-2. Grounded to the right side. Chisholm, diving stop to his feet, but an inaccurate throw. Backing up his Rice. It squirts away from him. And now moving to second is Nootbaar.
Yeah, this Jazz goes a long way to catch this ball, and it just looks like after he lays out, it's just not as quite as accurate as you like, and he tried to get on top of it, and I think that's why he threw it somewhat down into the ground, and it just gets by Goldschmidt. What a great play to get to it. What great range. Unfortunately, it ends up as an E4. It's a heck of a play, heck of an effort.
they call it a hit and an E4? Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
So a single E4.
And I really believe if he makes an accurate throw, he gets him, but it's just the degree of difficulty is so hard.
Yeah. Here is Wynn. 0-2 now on him.
Yeah, you're going to look at this. They call this a single because of how far he had to range and the difficulty of it, but he gets on top of it and kind of lawn darts it. And it's hard for Goldie to go, you know, towards the ball because he's going to get run over.
Exactly. Strike 3. Got him looking with a sinker for the first out of the 5th.
Yeah, this is just a perfect pitch. A sinker up in the zone and hits that corner quadrant. And he gets a strike 3 on a very good hitter, Mason Wynn, who's had a very good second half. Had the 3-run homer yesterday. Had a good series. Gets a big out there.
Here's Burleson. Lines that into right center field, a base hit. Newbar is being waved home. Here's the throw from Bellinger. It's cut off. It's an RBI single for Alec Burleson. And this game is tied at 3.
It's been kind of how all 3 games have went, where the Yankees have gotten the lead, and this is just a spinner that doesn't have a ton of movement. And the Cardinals have somewhat come back and made a game of it, and the Yankees have been able to win the first 2. But now this game is 3-3.
Kind of interesting, too, because Tim Hill was up and ready to begin this inning and didn't get the chance to start it against Newbar, then was not brought in for Burleson, both of who record hits against Warren. And now looks like Hill is going to sit down and a righty is going to get going in the Yankee pen. Which means Warren is still going to have to navigate a little bit here. It's Devin Williams who's just going to start throwing.
Yeah, and with only one left-handed hitter in the next 5, that's why they're sitting Tim Hill down.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
And I would think that Aaron Boone would want him for Nolan Gorman if he can get ready, because he's much more effective against left-handed hitters than Will Warren.
Oh, that's going to be a balk, and a stolen base was in the making there from Burleson, as Warren just never even looked at him and then stopped his delivery right in the middle.
Take a look at this. You can see that he's probably counting Burleson like maybe at a 2-count go, and he takes off, and it shocks Will Warren, and he doesn't step off. He ends up balking.
Been a tough inning for Warren, who really grinded getting through the 4th in a 29-pitch inning. Sent back out for the 5th, and it has not gone well thus far, trying to keep it here before he gets relief from Devin Williams.
Devin Williams worked a very good 6th inning last night with strikeouts on his fastball. I mean, I really believe the key for him, and he's always going to have his changeup, is the command of the fastball. If his command is good.
That one is driven in the air to center field and deep. Grisham back on the track, makes the catch for the 2nd out. Tagging and going to 3rd is Burleson, and now that'll do it for Warren. A laborious day for Will Warren, who will leave responsible for the runner at 3rd in a 3-3 game in the 5th, as we'll step aside.
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go too.
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers, just like you.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
outside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler. That was for us. There's no lifeguard. Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Pepsi. I'm not needed here.
It really is a perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Buy your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com and buy the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Some of the legends who have donned both of these uniforms through the years, the Yankees and the Cardinals. As Devin Williams, who's had 3 consecutive scoreless appearances. Aaron Boone has found some softer landing spots for Devin as he tries to work through his struggles. Now in a tie game, runner at third, 2 out in the 5th. Nolan Gorman, the batter. And ball 1.
Boy, it looked like he got crossed up on that. Sometimes I wonder how you get crossed up when
the pitch, yeah,
the pitch com error.
Yeah.
But I got crossed up, I'm gonna say maybe 2 times, and I put the signal down. But it was the nervousness of being a young player.
Yeah. That is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Yankees have led for 16 innings this series. The Cardinals 1. But you talked about, Joe, each game now has had kind of a similar feel. Early Yankee lead, Cardinals battle back. The 1-1. That's a changeup, just misses. 2-1. Yanks put up 3 in the 4th, but then the Cardinals answered with 2 two-out runs in the bottom of the 4th, and then St. Louis adds 1 more here in the 5th to tie it at 3. The 2-1. Swing and a tip, and it's 2-2.
The cat and mouse, it looked like the changeup that he threw him, he stayed back on it even though it was a ball. And do you go changeup or do you go fastball up?
2-2. It was a fastball up and fouled away.
And once you feel like they get starting to time the fastball better, that's when you go to change, because he hadn't really offered it a fastball yet. He had taken them. Now I would think that he might try to expand with a changeup below the zone.
The 2-2. Tried the heater again, fouled away again. Are you like a down and away change up here?
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting back on the fastball, and I almost feel like he's somewhat almost in between. And that's the best fastball he's thrown in this game at 96.
The 2-2. Missed with that fastball, and the count is full. Eighth pitch of the at-bat upcoming to Nolan Gorman. Tie game, runner on third, bottom of the 5th. 2 out. The 3-2. Ball 4 finally went to the changeup, but yanked it down and in. And first and third with 2 out. Jordan Walker coming up.
I mean, he had an open base, and you don't want to give in that situation. And you would have loved to have gotten him out, but it's not the end of the world.
Here is Walker. Walked and scored in the 4th. Grounded out in the 2nd. A slow-moving final game of this 3-game series on a toasty day in St. Louis. Big swing and a miss. 0-1.
Yeah, he goes above the zone to Jordan Walker. The one thing that I have seen, recently is used to be young kids could only hit fastballs. Now a lot of times I don't see them catching up to him because I don't think they see the great fastballs they see in the big leagues on a consistent basis in the minor leagues. I don't think there's ever been a bigger discrepancy of all the high velo in the big leagues and not having those guys in the minor leagues. Maybe when they're young and A-ball.
Yeah.
If you're throwing really hard, you move quickly and you're not in one spot, and hitters don't necessarily see nearly as much of it down there.
Really interesting point. Williams trying to work out of it here. Ahead 0-2. Pitch. He got him. 95 upstairs, and Walker couldn't catch up to it. Williams comes in and does the job. It's a 3-3 game through 5.
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go to...
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers, just like you.
Your game is on MLB Network Radio every day and night with Sirius XM. Catch live hometown broadcast for every game all season long. MLB Network Radio, only on Sirius XM.
This is not a car. This is a force of nature, an optical illusion, a naysayer slayer. Just ask the good people of Monte Carlo. Part action star, part comedian, equal parts contradiction. It runs on gas or electric, becomes standard with piss and vinegar. It was born wrong. Who puts an engine sideways? You can imagine why we struggle to call it a car. So we won't. Because this is not a car. Let's Mini.
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever.
All right, Bob, Yankees fans will like that news. Meanwhile, we go around the majors. Cal Raleigh, about 46 homers, 100 ribbies, leads the American League. Milwaukee has won 14 straight games, a franchise record. And Junior Caminero with 35 homers this season, 6th in the majors. Well, the Yankees offense going to have to get back to work. Built a 3-0 lead. That lead is gone. Kyle Leahy, the new pitcher for St. Louis, will face Goldschmidt, Dominguez, and McMahon, and that is ball 1.
He had been on somewhat of a roll the last 7 games until last night. He came in and he gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, didn't record an out. I think he was a victim of Ben Rice.
Yeah.
So were a few other people.
Were.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only one. 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. Grounded through into right field, a base hit. Paul Goldschmidt is on to begin the 6th. Take a look at the Yankees' upcoming schedule, brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. So the Yankees following today get another off day. That's always nice, right, Joe? Having a couple close together.
I'm not complaining.
And then at Tampa on Tuesday and Wednesday before 4 massive games against the Red Sox, and then 3 against Washington before heading back to the Windy City to face the White Sox.
Before the Yankees came into town, Kyle Leahy, you see Goldie get out of the box here. Oop, kind of slipped a little bit.
And had been dealing with that knee issue, so we'll watch him closely.
Had a 2.59. He has seen 5 Yankee hitters and yet to record an out, giving up 3 runs.
Yeah. They'd like to keep that trend going here with Dominguez up. Dominguez, an infield single that drove in a run in the 4th. Is ahead 2-1 here on Leahy. Top of the 6th, tied at 3. Ryan Rucco, Joe Girardi, Justin Shackle with you. Our Yankees crew. Appreciate you hanging out with us on Yes. Dominguez lines a single into center field. Back-to-back multi-hit games for Jason Dominguez. And the Yankees set up, 1st and 2nd, nobody out. McMahon coming up.
Yeah, he uses the whole field so well. He has the ability to wait on pitches and drive them the other way or through the middle. He's got a ton of strength. I think, like, his ability, he could be such a good player as he gets experience. He has not played a lot in the minor leagues because of injuries, but he has so much talent, and he's got that speed too.
Yeah.
Special.
McMahon swinging, rips one right to second, could be 2, and is. You wondered if there was any chance of the Yankees sacrificing. 1st and 2nd, nobody out, bottom of the order up, and McMahon bangs into a double play on the first pitch he sees.
Yeah, and what's unfortunate is he smokes this ball, and it's just bad luck, and it's a tailor-made double play. And you know, sometimes you hit it hard and you're rewarded for it, and sometimes you're not, and there's a case that he was not.
Here is Caballero. With Goldschmidt at 3rd and 2 down. High and in, ball 1. Caballero an RBI single his last time up.
You look at that ball that Ryan McMahon hit, it's 106 miles an hour off the bat, and it's just really unfortunate.
Duvall getting going in the Yankee pen. 1-1. Cardinals have turned a couple of double plays today. They're only 2 of the series. Yankees have turned 5 in the series. Look out.
We'll back him up with a breaking ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he hasn't had the greatest command, and it's like I said, he's got touched up by the Yankees. Young pitcher, 4.20 ERA last year. Has been better this year, and they're pretty excited about this young man. He gets great extension down the mound, so there's deception.
The 2-1. Chased way upstairs on a sweeper. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a hitter, you want to go after those high breaking balls. This one just happened to be a little bit too high.
Leahy trying to get out of it after yielding back-to-back singles to start the inning. Goldschmidt's all who remains. He's at 3rd, 2 outs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Caballero down on strikes. And Leahy gets out of it. To the bottom of the 6th we go in a 3-3 game.
You've been perfecting your swing all season long, Virgo, and now you're ready to show off your powerful bat at the plate. You're usually humble about your otherworldly abilities, but it's time to step into the stadium lights and embrace the adoration from the fans. You won't even be able to hear your thoughts over the roar of the crowd as you crush another home run.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
This is not.
Time for the answer to Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. Joe, you and I know this one. Bill White.
Yeah, Bill White. I should know it. I saw it on the baseball all the time, so...
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to New York Yankee Baseball. I'm Bill White. Wait a minute. Everybody, welcome to New York Yankee Baseball. I'm Bill White. Wait a minute. But I'm looking at the cap. That's Bill White. I'm Bill Missouri. And Billy Martin's over there.
Oh, I just love those clips with Bill White and Scooter. And good to see Bill White as a player, was a champion with the Cardinals, had an incredible year in 1964, an 8-time All-Star, 7 Gold Gloves, the first black play-by-play broadcaster in the majors, and called 5 World Series. He was a Yankee broadcaster for a long time.
It's quite a resume.
Yes, indeed. Could definitely make a Hall of Fame case for Bill. The impact he had in this game.
I think so.
Fouled straight back. As Camilo Duvall is the new pitcher for the Yankees.
He has been one, we were talking about Will Warren, everything that you have to process. And the clock, and he has 5 violations.
That ball is driven in the air to left field and deep. Dominguez looking up. That is gone. Joel Pozo goes yard, and the Cardinals take a 4-3 lead.
This young man can hit. I mean, he's been productive. He was productive in 21 with Texas, productive in the minor leagues. And you look at it, probably had a lot of meaning when you see this home run and the bat that he was using with the handprints that he went and got at the Children's Hospital. Because his son was born and ended up having, I think, a pediatric stroke. And he was living out of his car to pay for the bills in 2020, and he used that bat and hit a home run.
That ball is looped into right. Bellinger will make the catch, 1 down.
We take a look at this, and it's a pitch, just kind of a spinner, and it kind of drifts back. It's a backup breaking ball, and those are dangerous. And again, he got the barrel to it, and he hits his home run. And the Cardinals talk about they have a lot of young catching coming. This young man has done a really good job as a backup. He's an excellent blocker. He's an excellent hitter. And whenever you can get offense from your backup catcher and a guy that can catch, that's a real plus.
Yeah, found money. And just to your point, Joe, about that story, so amazing. In 2020, his minor league deal with the Rangers had expired. His newborn son had a stroke. They didn't have insurance. The treatment cost so much that they did end up living out of his car. Then the Rangers picked him back up, stepped up, sending money and putting his family up at the complex in Arizona until they got back on their feet.
He said there were days where they didn't eat.
Yeah.
And people would eventually bring them food. I mean, you know, the love for a child, there's nothing like it.
That's it hard. Wow. That is one heck of a pick from Chisholm. As Nathan Church thought he had his first big league hit coming. Instead, Chisholm says no. 2 down.
Yeah, he's had pretty good at-bats if you watched his at-bats. And he's another guy that makes a lot of contact. And that's a really tough play, because you're not expecting that bounce. Jazz got really quick hands. Very accurate throw, and not easy. He made it look easy, but not easy.
Nootbaar 3 for 3, 3 singles.
Yeah, before today, the Yankees had done a really good job on him. He was 1 for 8. And with all the runs scored yesterday, he was one of the guys that didn't really benefit from a lot of hits, but he's gotten them today.
Tim Hill warming again.
Oh, he cramped up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's the heat. The Heat's finally getting him. And we talked about you wanted to have quick innings. There have not been any quick innings for either team. He takes his swing, he pushes off with that back leg, and he's like, oh, got a cramp.
Game 1 was an even 3 hours. Yesterday, 3:27. Today on pace for 3:28. Oh, there goes the cramp again. As Nootbaar strikes out, and we'll need to go eat a banana. We go to the 7th.
No flight.
Will you marry me?
It's just a flight. It's your next step.
Thank you. You're gonna do great.
And at Delta, we're proud to help you take it.
You were bound by the chains of duty. Until true love turned the whole world on its head. And all the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
If you're looking to buy a used car without getting scammed, don't make a move without Tinker. It's like having an automotive expert that fits right in your pocket. Tinker's used vehicle evaluation will help you quickly spot the difference between a deal and a dumpster fire. You'll know exactly what to look for and what questions you need to ask before you spend a whole lot of money for a whole lot of headache. So remember, to avoid this and this, use this. Tinker. Download the app today.
Dad said Christmas dinner was no problem. It was. Don't let this be you.
Use your IQ, Dad.
The IQ Sense isn't just a thermometer. It's your secret.
They come out to Yankee Stadium on Sunday night, August 24th, when the Yankees take on the rival Red Sox in a huge divisional matchup. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees beach tote courtesy of Bermuda Tourism. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Top of the 7th inning. Cardinals, after falling behind 3-0, have scored 4 straight. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. And the Cardinals have a 4-3 lead. Yankees going for the sweep. Their last sweep, July 8th to the 10th against Seattle. Yankees have won back-to-back series for the first time since late May. It'll be the top of the order, Grisham, Rice, and Judge. As Grisham takes ball 1. Yankees do have Giancarlo Stanton as an available bat to pinch hit should a situation where his services are required arise.
Man, that's some kind of bat to have off the bench.
Yeah.
Think about their closer. A lot of instances is Jojo Romero, who is left-handed. So I would think that he's been watching a lot of him. But you'd pinch hit him off a righty as well. I mean, it wouldn't just be JoJo Romero.
Right. Tough pitch. Leahy wanted it, understandably so, and it's 3-1 on Grisham.
The umpire just ought to look over. Hitter friendly.
Yeah.
You saw the report.
And there's ball 4, so the tying run on. Leadoff walk for Trent Grisham. And Ollie Marmol still shaking his head at that 2-1 pitch.
Well, interesting. He threw 14 pitches last night. He's thrown 14 in the first inning today. You see Oliver mad. He gets mad a lot, right?
Seen that, yes.
Yeah. He's going to get tossed. Today, yeah.
Yeah, you're sensing it coming. And
I think it probably already happened.
Did it just happen? Yeah. And Ollie Marmol is... Well, he's telling Nick Lentz that he's been getting it wrong. Yeah, some direct advice and communication there from Ollie Marmol, who got tossed. This was it was just like all right, it's time to go. You know, Carapazzo really got into the ejection of Tanner Swanson. For Nick Lentz, it was just kind of a little hook shot.
Yeah. Daniel Descalso, their bench coach, will now take over. Tony Pena used to his fifth ejection used to tell me when my finger went up. He knew that
that it was coming.
Get ready, yeah.
Would you go home and watch the highlights of your ejections then?
No, I would try not to, and and I've told this story. I would pray that another manager would look as foolish as I did or worse, so I wouldn't be like the one that they're showing getting thrown out.
I'm trying to think, what was the most steamed you were in an ejection?
It was Laz Diaz.
Yeah.
Out in Anaheim.
Yeah.
We were struggling scoring runs, kind of like Oliver here. Yeah, and he called the 3-0 strike on Brett Gardner that was below the zone, and I went ballistic. He called me out. He was
he summoned you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And that's where I lost it.
Yeah,
I didn't keep my cool.
Yeah, that was the end of that. 2-2 on Rice, and the count is full on Ben Rice.
And then I think the second one was when Brian Gorman allowed Ryan Dempster to throw at Alex 4 times.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
That
was crazy.
And I love Brian Gorman. I had him all through the minor leagues, but I just felt like that was dead wrong.
Yeah. I remember you understandably going nuts.
And that was the largest fine I ever got.
Really?
For Alex, yeah.
Hope Alex paid it.
No. But that's okay. He helped me a lot.
Yeah. The 3-2, and Rice stays alive. You have 34 ejections for you, Joe, with the Yanks in the 10 years.
Yeah, I was like happy that Boone passed me.
Yeah.
And that breaking ball right there has been a pitch that at times has given Ben Rice problems. The one that's in on him, does a good job of fouling that off. It's a pretty good breaking ball.
Grisham at first, Rice battling here, another 3-2, and that's in there for strike 3, 97, and Rice takes it one away.
Yeah, it looked like he was probably looking for that breaking ball again, and it was a ball that kind of started in off the plate and ran back, and that froze him.
Aaron Judge coming up. That's going to end the afternoon for Leahy. 1 on, 1 out. Yankees down 1 in the 7th with the captain coming to the plate.
When my bank account is just a little bit low, I remember like, wait a minute, I could use my SIP.
SIP? is a payment plan in which you can break up one big payment, and it was able to help me make payments on a bi-weekly basis.
I may want to splurge on something and have the opportunity to split it in 4.
Use Zip and pay as you go, and then you get exactly what you want.
Zip has been a lifesaver for not only myself, but for my whole family.
No flight is just a flight. It's a new beginning.
Hi, nice to meet you.
A love story.
Will you marry me?
A launch pad. It's your next step.
How about some light? Thank you. You're gonna do great.
And at Delta, we're proud to help you take it.
Humana makes it easy and affordable for you to get the dental care you need to stay healthy. How affordable? Plans start at just $18 a month. Go online to learn more. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
You sleep with anyone since me?
That's what you're thinking about right now?
Oh, like you don't think about
You
it?
having sex with the girls? No.
Yeah, you do.
This unemployable dick nugget owes me $3 million.
The Yankees Baseball on YES is brought to you in part by Untuck It. Find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide. By Nissan, sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event. And by Optimum Fiber, get Optimum, the fastest fiber internet. Don't take slow for an answer. Well, the Yankees with Aaron Judge coming to the plate. This matchup of the Yanks and the Cardinals. So Whitey Herzog, Joe Torre. Judge up with Grisham on first, Riley O'Brien in. Great numbers on the season. And Judge blocks one off into right field, a base hit. Grisham going to turn, not hesitate, and go to third. And the Yankees with first and third, one out.
Yeah. Trent Grisham's able to get to third base because partly how hard the ball is hit, but he knows where the right fielder is, and he knows the direction of the baseball. And he knows that Jordan Walker's not going to have a chance. I mean, that's your job as a base runner, is to check to see where the fielders are, so you know where the ball's hit, if he has a chance to throw you out, or can you take the extra base. And the bench loves it.
Yeah, a lot of engagement and activity there from the bench.
Riley O'Brien's fastball averages 98.3, and it's a real hard sinker.
Judge started and stopped. 1-0 on Bellinger. Judge does have 7 stolen bases on the season.
Yeah, O'Brien's pretty quick to home, and I don't think you want to take the bat out of Cody's hand. But they did see that the shortstop was covering, so it was not, they weren't just going to let him go. Sometimes with 2 outs, you'll just let him go and say, get the hitter. But in that situation, they were not. It looked like they were going to throw through. Surprised the Cardinals didn't put on another set of signs to not give the Yankees such an easy read.
First and third, 1 out. Yankees down 1, top of the 7th. The 1-1 to Bellinger. Ooh, I mean, almost took out Pozo with that pitch.
100-mile-an-hour sinker, like,
yeah.
So your mind tells you the ball is up, and you got to get up to catch it, and then it comes down, and he almost misses it. I mean, it almost goes off the heel of his glove. That's not comfortable.
2-1. Bellinger drives that in the air to center. Grisham will tag. Here's Church in his major league debut, loading up, firing home, not in time as Grisham scores. It's a 4-4 game on the sacrifice fly from Cody Bellinger. Judge advances to second, and we're all square in the 7th.
Well, a mistake by the young center fielder, because I know he has a good arm and he had a number of assists in AAA and AA, but this is a ball that you're not going to throw Trent Grisham out on. And he allows Aaron Judge to get to second base. And it's a mistake that he will learn from. Nathan Church, like I said, rated the best arm in their organization in the outfield, but you just allowed the go-ahead run to get into scoring position.
Now can Chisholm drive in Judge? 2 walks, a stolen base, a run scored today for Jazz. 4-4 game, top of the 7th. And 1-1 on Chisholm.
And you got to give Aaron Judge a lot of credit because he went back to tag, he read the throw, and he saw that it was going to be over Alec Burleson's head, and he just kept running. It almost looks like the ball's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Pozo looks like he's been kind of handcuffed on a few of Riley O'Brien's pitches, a high sinker, a backup curveball.
The 2-1. Nice curveball there over the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, he just started it away, and it stayed away, and it was just a perfect pitch.
The 2-2. Chisholm swings and misses, and that will end the top of the 7th with the Yankees able to tie the game on the sacrifice fly from Bellinger.
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go too.
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers, just like you.
The Citi Double Cash Card. Feel the joy of earning unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy, 1% as you pay. The Citi Double Cash Card.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
Did you know Redfin has rentals?
You mean Rentfin?
No, Redfin, the real estate app.
Yeah, I said Rentfin.
But you're saying Rentfin. It's Redfin.
I know I'm saying Rentfin. Listen, Rentfin.
Okay, so this sound you're making with your mouth, is it red like the color or rent like an apartment?
Red, like red.
Okay, so say Redfin.
Rentfin.
Bob Jack, thank you very much. 4-7-2 for the Yanks, 4-7-0 for the Cardinals. Will Warren with 4 2/3 gave up a lone earned run. Dominguez a couple of hits in this one. I believe what they did is went back and gave. Did they end up giving Jazz 2 errors on that one play, and that's why?
No,
they gave McMahon an error.
That changed that.
Got you. So that's what happened. The ball that was hit to third that McMahon did not feel on the backhand, they changed to an error, and that's why the earned runs are what they are for Warren, with just 1 instead of more.
If you look at Mason Wynn's socks, he's the only Cardinal wearing the old school socks that like a Bill White would wear back in the day.
Yeah.
I like them.
Very cool.
I think of Red Shandy's when I see that. That's who I think of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do like the high socks. I do like the old school socks. 2-0. Duvall still in there and gets the called strike there. 2-1.
I like the socks a lot more than the stirrups.
Stirrups, yeah.
Because I had plantar fasciitis, and the stirrups used to irritate it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so when they came out with the socks, I was pretty fired up.
They even have the stirrup socks.
Yes, yes.
Two and 2 on Wynn. Joe, I think Tim Hill's just going to warm up the entire game.
Well, I mean, this to me, this is the last time you can warm him up. And I think Tim Hill is experienced enough. he knows not to get too ready, and then the situation is called out to him.
Down the left field line, that is foul as Wynn gave it a ride.
And I don't think there was anyone ever better than Mariano Rivera at warming up, because I don't know of any other pitcher that would do this, but he would use the 8 out on the mound when he came from the bullpen as part of his warm-up. So he saved his bullets. He used to make me nervous. Like, was he ready?
Yeah.
You know?
McMahon across in time, 1 down.
And I would call down and I would say, Hart, get him going, get him going. He's like, he's good, he's good. I never got used to it.
You would think after playing with and managing, right, you know, this is part of his routine, but it was that unorthodox, huh?
Yeah, it was just, he didn't have to get 2 and 3 pitches going.
Yeah. Just a cutter. Made its way to Cooperstown. Duvall done. Tim Hill finally coming in for the Yanks.
The City Double Cash Card. Feel the joy of earning unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy, 1% as you pay. The City Double Cash Card.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
When it comes to buying a car, there's nothing worse than not knowing if it's a deal or a dud. That's why you need Tinker, an app that helps you buy a used car without getting scammed. Tinker's like having a lemon detector right in your pocket, with certified technicians on your side, showing you what to look for, what to avoid, and what questions you need to ask, so you won't have to hope it's a great deal, you'll know. Remember, to avoid this and this, use this. Tinker. Download the app today.
Hey, Tuesday, watch the Yankees take on the Tampa Bay Rays as they start a quick 2-game set at Steinbrenner Field. The coverage begins at 7 o'clock with the pregame. That first pitch scheduled for 7:35 on ES and the Gotham Sports app. The Yanks in the outfield ready to go. So is Tim Hill after being up a few times today. Last appearance was Tuesday. He's going to face Alec Burleson, the lefty. Then it would be Ivan Herrera and Nolan Gorman.
Hey, last work Tuesday against Minnesota where he went an inning, didn't give up a run. And this is, you know, the pocket that you're almost guaranteed he's going to see 2 out of 3 left-handers. He needs to get 2 outs in this inning, and I would think that you possibly see a Luke Weaver next.
You wonder if Aaron Boone will have Bednar or not in this one. Bednar has worked 2 straight days, but threw just 3 pitches.
I'm
yesterday.
guessing he does with the way he used his bullpen.
Yeah. The 0-2. Squirted foul. Squirted. Yeah, just kind of like a little sprayed out there. Yeah. Try and mix in some colorful verbs.
Yeah. See Luke Weaver up.
There you go. Lined into center field, drifting back Grisham, 2 down.
Some guys just have that gift of reading the baseball off the bat.
By the way, this was the scoring change from the 4th inning. I mean, pretty clearly should have been an error, but for some reason it was initially ruled a hit and then was changed to an error. And that started what became a 2-run inning for St. Louis as they start to crawl back into the game. Yankee defense contributed to the Cardinal runs in both the 4th and the 5th. Jazz Chisholm had a throwing error after he made a really nice stop.
Yeah, and I look at those 2 plays, and I say it's plays that I think they would tell you that I'm more than capable of making that play. But those weren't necessarily easy plays.
Right, right.
I mean, it's the errors that are just like mental errors that
eat you up.
Yep.
Fly ball, right field. Bellinger there, inning over. Job well done by Tim Hill. Worth the wait. To the 8th we go. The Audi Electric Moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. Here's the day for Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, he gets a well-deserved standing ovation. Then he hits this double in the 4th that set up the Yankees' chance to score a run, and then he hits the single in the 6th. Cripps coming out of the box, and I hope it's not his knee, but he's hit the ball hard. He lined out the 2nd to the first baseman. He's hit the ball hard all day.
And now leads off the 8th in a tie game, facing Riley O'Brien. And it's 0-2. New left fielder is Garrett Hampson after Nootbaar left with that cramping we saw him experiencing. Goldschmidt has the only extra base hit for the Yankees today. 1-2 inside. 2-2.
That ball took off, and for a sinker baller, it's not. I mean, that just had run to it. See, Pozo thought that maybe he swung at it, and he's like, "Do I need to go get it?" And then he realized, no, he didn't swing. I mean, this is an electric arm. This arm has, he's hit 101 this year.
The 2-2. Goldschmidt skies it into shallow right. Walker running in will make the catch. 1 down.
He's kind of changed his setup a little bit to try to add deception, because you would think a guy that throws 98 to 100 would have more than a strikeout per inning. He does not. And I think he's trying to add some more deception.
Here's Dominguez. Dominguez, a couple of singles today. A very strong rookie season for Jason Dominguez. Batting average just under 260. The OPS over 720.
Had a really good series, too. He's 5 for 12 in this series with 3 RBIs, stolen bases.
Pozo trying to frame that off the bounce.
Why not? Hey, when it's a hot day, we're desperate as catchers. I mean,
Yes.
that's what we do.
The 2-1. It's 3-1. Yankees 6 through 9 in the order have 6 of their 7 hits today.
Yeah, you can hear the fans behind home plate. Some of them say, "Come on, Blue," and then I hear another guy saying, "It's a ball."
Checks and balances back there. High chopper, going to be a tough play, and O'Brien able to make it, and we'll see if Dominguez is okay. Riley O'Brien kind of tossing his body at Dominguez there as he flopped to the ground. And are they calling Dominguez out or not?
There's a lot of confusion here.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a foul ball, number one. And it looks like they're calling him out. So we're going to take a look at this and what happens here. Pretty good catch.
Yeah, he tags him.
Yeah, he tags him.
And then Dominguez ends up tumbling to the ground as he gets tagged by O'Brien.
I mean, that's a fantastic play. And I can't say that I've ever seen that in this game.
Right?
No. The tackle.
The diving tag tackle.
Pushed him out of bounds is what he did.
Yeah. Just kind of took out his legs.
I mean, so many of these relievers, like a lot of other teams, are starters in the minor leagues, and they've come up.
Yeah.
So they're able to go multiple innings, and you see the hustle out of Jason Dominguez, and he never stopped hustling, and it looks like he's going to be okay. But it's not what you expect when you come to the game to get tackled by the pitcher.
No. Here's McMahon. 2 out, nobody on. And waving way out in front of that curve. 0-1. Yankees have not been set down in order yet today. And O'Brien 1 pitch away from changing that.
Well, if they were wondering if him having the collision with Dominguez affected his stuff, it doesn't look like it did. Pretty good curveballs there, 2 in a row.
The 0-2 coming to McMahon. Inside with a slider, 1-2. Weaver looks ready to go for the Yanks. McMahon fans and misses, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. First time the Yankees have been retired. 1-2-3. Luke Weaver coming on in a tie game.
Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb, like a chef to cook for you, or a massage for après-ski, or even a yoga teacher to keep you grounded. Homes, experiences, and services, now on Airbnb.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. That's why I love Redfin. They show me homes that are perfect for me. Not too big, not too small. Yeah. It's like they know me. I mean, the Bears love having me here. We're like family. You wanna know what sucks? But it's time for me to spread my wings and find a place of my own. Ooh, this one's just right. I know Baby Bear will miss me.
You were bound by the chains of duty. Until true love turned the whole world on its head. And all the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
If you're looking to buy a used car without getting scammed, don't make a move without Tinker. It's like having an automotive expert that fits right in your pocket. Tinker's used vehicle evaluation will help you quickly spot the difference between a deal and a dumpster fire. You'll know exactly what to look for and what questions you need to ask before you spend a whole lot of money for a whole lot of headache. So remember, to avoid this and this, use this. Tinker. Download the app today.
Tuesday, watch the Yankees take on the Tampa Bay Rays as they start a quick 2-game set at Steinbrenner Field. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock with the pregame. Then first pitch scheduled for 7:35 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Well, Tim Hill will stay in for what would presumably be one more hitter as he'll face the lefty swinging Gorman with Weaver ready out in the Yankee pen. Tie game, bottom of the 8th. That is lined into left. Dominguez makes the catch on the backhand, moving towards the left field line, one away. And now that will do it for Hill. So job well done by Tim Hill. Faced 3 batters, retired all of them. And keeps the game tied at 4 as Weaver will come in to face Walker. We'll step aside. 4-4 game, bottom of the 8th on Yes.
Subway's footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get 40% off. Fuel up now in the Subway app.
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
Taking a look at the scores around the majors, and Boston losing to Miami in dramatic fashion. Toronto falling as well, as did Cleveland. Take a look at the standings and where things are right now for the Yankees. They now have a 3-game lead on the Guardians for that final wild card. Yankees find themselves a game behind Boston and 1.5 behind Seattle, but the Yankees were to finish this off, find a way to win against the Cardinals, they would climb to within a half game of the Red Sox, with those 4 games at the stadium looming at the end of this coming week. As Luke Weaver enters, former Cardinal, 7 consecutive scoreless appearances for Weaver. He's had a strong season and pitches here in a 4-4 game, bottom of the 8th. Looking ahead to the Yankees in the 9th, they'll have 9-1-2, Caballero, Grisham, and Rice. Could be Stanton in that spot for Caballero, potentially, to lead off that top of the 9th. But first things first, Weaver against Walker.
Yeah, threw an inning and a third Friday night, but only threw 14 pitches, and they worked Monday, so he's fairly well rested.
And the Yankees have an off day tomorrow as well. So you wonder if Aaron Boone might be thinking about Weaver for 5 outs.
5 outs, yeah. I mean, I think it depends on how hard the outs are. And can he do it in relatively a low pitch count?
He's behind 2-0 on Walker. And it's 3-0. No, he went. Okay, 2-1.
Yeah, a rare slider. He does not throw a lot of sliders or cutters or whatever you want to call it. He gets Walker to chase.
Two 2-1. Fouled straight back. Good looking swing there from Walker. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a tip held on to by Rice. 97 upstairs, 2 away.
Yeah, that's as good as fastball as I think we've seen this year. And he did a really good job of coming back after he got behind 2-0. And I just love his demeanor. There never seems to be any panic.
The 6th Yankees strikeout brought to you by Audi in the 2025 Audi Q6. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Second time Walker struck out today.
Here's Pozo, who homered in the 6th to give the Cardinals the lead before the Yankees tied it in the 7th on the sacrifice fly from Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, you see those little handprints? He got those from the kids at the Children's Hospital here in St. Louis.
Such a cool,
man,
awesome way to celebrate them and also honor what his son went through. The 2-0. And it's 3-0 on Pozo with Jay-Z on deck. And that misses, a 4-pitch walk to Pozo.
And that's not easy to do because he does not walk. I mean, he's looking to swing. I talked about it earlier. I mean, he's only walked about 4.3% of the time. And it was the same in the minor leagues. It's not like anything's changed.
Here's Jay-Z.
He's had a nice little bounce back day after really struggling early in the series with 0 for 8 with 5 strikeouts.
Single, a double, an RBI. No pinch runner here for Pozo.
I don't think they have any.
Yeah, good point. Grounded to short, backing up. Caballero goes the short way and just able to get Pozo, who does not run well, for the final out of the inning. Pozo might have dinged his wrist a little bit. Just got him. We go to the 9th with this game tied at 4, or is this going to be challenged? Judging by that first replay, I don't think that's going to be a successful challenge.
St. Louis is challenging the out call at second base.
I already wrote it down. So.
Yeah, me too. We don't want to break the white out.
No. And I've had to use it a lot because they changed the lineup on Friday night late. But to me, it looked like Jazz did a good job of becoming a first baseman on that play. And that's what you're taught as a middle infielder when it's a force. You just become a first play. And we're going to take a look at this challenge replay and stretch.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Surprised they challenged that. This challenge replay brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. You would think that this would be confirmed pretty quickly. And to your point about no options, Joe, because they had to have Hampson go into the outfield and because Donovan and Contreras are hurt.
Yeah. After review, the call in the field is confirmed. The runner is out, and St. Louis will lose their challenge.
So now to the 9th inning we go. Yankees will have 9-1-2 coming up. And Aaron Judge, if anybody gets on.
It takes 2 to feel the joy.
Earn unlimited 2% cash back, 1% when you buy, and 1% as you pay with the Citi Double Cash Card.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
Well, she's not the easiest person to please. Right, Mama?
She needs things to be just right.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, we do love her. That's my mug, isn't it?
But she needs a place of her own, and fast.
Thankfully, she's on Redfin. Redfin updates their listings every 2 minutes.
That means every 2 minutes, there's a chance we'll be back to having our porridge in peace.
Oh, wow. This one's just right.
Is she leaving?
Yes.
Oh, it's happening. It is happening.
Dad said Christmas dinner was no problem. It was. Don't let this be you.
Use your IQ, Dad.
The IQ Sense isn't just a thermometer. It's your secret weapon for hosting holiday gatherings. This holiday season, raise your culinary IQ with the IQ Sense thermometer from Chef IQ.
Thanks for having us. JJ's born. This is Golf's best. Well, fans, stay tuned after the final out for today's WB Mason Yankees postgame as our studio crew puts a bow on the series and looks ahead to the Rays. Plus, get player interviews in the clubhouse and hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. All coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Well, JoJo Romero, who Joe managed in Philadelphia, is the new pitcher for St. Louis. And he will face 9-1-2, tie game at 4, top of the 9th. Jose Caballero getting to hit, high chopper to second. And Sanchez, throws it away. Caballero going to scamper to second, and he is there on the E4, and the Yankees now set up in the 9th.
Yeah, so Jesus, who had a nice offensive day, his 5th error of the year, and he had time, and he doesn't set his feet here. He does a really good job of attacking the baseball, but the hustle by Jose sped him up and caused him to make an errant throw. Burleson can't get to it, and now the Yankees are set up to get a run here.
And Joe, you said before the inning to me you thought that maybe for Ben Rice would be the spot where Aaron Boone would deploy Giancarlo Stanton, and Stanton is now in the on-deck circle with Grisham hitting. And Caballero at second, Grisham showing bunt, and it gets away from Pozo, and Caballero is now at third as the go-ahead run.
Well, a lot of times when a hitter will put his bat out in front of home plate to square around to bunt like that early, you get blinded and the ball's inside and he probably doesn't see it. And actually, I think his arms are a little too short to get to it is what it is. And JoJo Romero is in trouble right away.
You have a pass ball and an E4. And now a runner at third. Nobody out in a tie game at 4. Infield in for St. Louis. Grisham the batter. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. So Grisham hits here. Stanton is on deck to hit for Ben Rice.
Yeah, and it's a really tough situation for the Cardinals because I guess you could walk Stanton and then you have to walk Judge, and Belly kills lefties. So it's set up pretty good here.
Grisham went around. It's 1-2.
Take a look to see if he goes. It's pretty close. Trent doesn't think so. I mean, I don't think he went. I mean,
yeah,
he got rung up earlier in the game on a ball. He's not getting the benefit of the calls for a guy that really knows the strike zone.
Caballero incredibly fast at third. Here's the 1-2. And it's 2-2. Pozo able to stop that, keep it in front.
And Caballero's in a situation that it's a nice block by Pozo. I mean, he's really pretty good at this, but this has to get through the infield, and he's not being aggressive at third as there's a free lane for Pozo to pick him off. Gorman's close to third. He's being somewhat passive. With one out, he might be a little bit more aggressive.
Roll to first, staying at third is Caballero, and Grisham is retired. One down as Caballero had to stay put.
Yeah, and you just can't get a big lead. But now with the right-handed hitter, and as big as Stanton is, it's hard to, you know, pick him off behind him or around him, so he can be much more aggressive.
Now, Giancarlo Stanton historically had always struggled pinch hitting, but in his last 5 plate appearances, 3 for 4 with a double, a homer, and a walk. I was talking with him today, Joe, about why he's gotten better, and he said, you know, for so long, I played every day. And he said, you know, if you're getting one day off a month, that one day, you do, whether you should or not, you kind of shut it down mentally, and then when you're called in to pinch hit, it's kind of hard to dial it back in. He said he changed his mindset, where he said, no matter what, in the lineup or not, every day I go in thinking I'm playing, I'm having the same level of attention and focus, and that has helped his pinch hitting.
Well, it's just learning a new approach, because it's not something you're used to, and it's almost like DHing is similar to pinch hitting 4 times a day, but the thing is, you know, you're in the lineup. You know you're getting your at-bats. You got to think along with the manager, and if you're a manager, you're trying to give him plenty of time to prepare. And as the game's going on, okay, I see you using you here, I see you using you there, and I'm sure Aaron did that, and he's ready to go.
That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Stanton also said he really tries to be engaged with every single at-bat from his teammates throughout the game to try and prepare him for a moment like this. With Caballero at third, tied at 4, top of the 9th, 1 out. Inside, and Stan did not go. It's 3-1.
I tell you what, I've talked about, this is my worst nightmare if I'm an infielder, with Giancarlo Stanton up and how hard he hits the ball on the ground. I mean, he hits balls on the ground when the infield is back and they don't even move. They're by him. This is, ooh.
3-1 coming. Rocked just foul. Wide of third. As that was one of those scorchers on the ground, and it nearly gave the Yankees the lead.
He looks like he gets a slider here, and he is all over this pitch. And ooh.
So 3-2 on Stanton now. Go ahead, run at third, 1 out. Pitch. And he smashes that foul.
Yeah, it seems like JoJo Romero's trying to get him to chase that slider down and in, but he hasn't gotten it in there. He's trying to back foot it, and he's leaving it up, which is really dangerous. He might have more success trying to backdoor it.
Another 3-2. And that is ball 4 as Stanton works the walk and sets the table for Judge.
And you should see Wells probably pinch running here. No, he's going to run Volpe here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Volpe will run rather than Wells, and Wells will then have to come in for Volpe to catch.
I always wonder what you tell, you know, someone here. Like, what are you going to do here?
Well, what would you say?
Walk him. Let's go for the next guy.
Yeah, I mean, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I go after him because Bellinger's too good against lefties?
Yeah, he's been so good against lefties. But here's the thing. I'm sure what's probably going to happen is Volpe's going to go to short, Caballero's going to go to right, and Bellinger's going to move to left. That's your best defense if you can get the lead here.
And that's why he runs Volpe.
And Wells will catch, and he will go in Dominguez's spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Stanton works the pinch hitting walk. Judge now up, first and third, 1 out. Speed on the bases with Caballero at third and Volpe at first. A walk and a single today for Judge. And a check on Volpe over at first. Are you considering running at all if you're Volpe or no? Because you don't want to open up first.
I'm going like this.
Yeah.
Stay there. Let this guy hit.
Yeah. Pitch. That is inside. 1-0. Ollie Marmol has already been ejected from this game, the Cardinals manager, but that pitch clearly off. 1-0. That is low. It's 2-0 on Judge.
And one of the things that gets managers ejected today is catchers are so good at framing, they make everything look like a strike.
And now they will intentionally walk Judge. And the bases are loaded for Bellinger.
Bellinger's 1 for 5 off of JoJo Romero with a K. So most of the times he's made contact.
And he has really hit lefties this season. A 977 OPS. Ball 1 to Bellinger. We've also seen throughout the season Bellinger just has such a smart approach.
Yeah, and there was some confusion on that first pitch because everyone was in except Wynn.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Hits that hard to the right side, and it skips past the Jay-Z into right field. 2 runs are going to score. Judge into third. The Yankees lead it. It's 6-4 in the 9th.
This all started with a hustle play from Jose Caballero where he put the pressure on Sajazi. And Cody Bellinger has been excellent against left-handers, hitting .345 with a .977 slug. And I'm not sure if they're going to call this a hit or an error. The Yankees are going to score a run anyway because he's not going to get Caballero at home. But he hits this ball hard through the infield, and the Yankees end up with 2 runs.
So they call it an error.
They've been known to change things here.
Yeah, we've had that a couple of times. It's an E4 for now. And the Yankees set up for more already with 2 runs in. So an E4 started the inning on that chopper from Caballero where he put the pressure on Sajazi, who threw it away. Then a pass ball, and now another error. And the Yankees taking advantage of the Cardinals' defensive mistakes.
And Sajazi's been a very good infielder in the minor leagues. I mean, he had over a .980 fielding percentage at second base in the minor leagues where he played the most. And he's had a tough time up here. I think indecision is probably what he's dealing with.
That's rolled slowly to Sajazi. Going to try and turn it into 2. We'll get just 1. Judge scores. The Yankees tack on another run. And it's a 7-4 game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't have the infield in trying to cut off that 3rd run this inning. Because Jazz is pretty fast. And I know this ball's hit weak. I mean, I feel like they're kind of in between. And I think that in between, you're either back or you're in.
Yeah.
When you have speed, it's really tough. And you can see that throw is not real natural for him.
So a tough defensive inning for Sajazi. And the Yankees, by making contact, Joe, able to put some pressure on the defense and take advantage.
Well, making contact with runners in scoring position to me is so important because it puts pressure and good things happen. You strike out, there's usually no advancement unless it's a wild pitch on a breaking ball that's in the. So I just think that they have done a really good job in this series of putting the ball in play, and good things have happened.
That's going to do it for Romero. With Goldschmidt coming up, we'll step aside. Yankees with 3 runs already in the 9th, leading by 3.
Pitched an inning Friday night. Struck out one, didn't walk anyone, and when he's got into trouble, that has been his problem, the walk and the long ball. But he comes in after the Yankees score 3 and lead 7-4.
And Joe, the Yankees score those 3 runs with the only ball that has even left the infield being that second Sajazi error. Some walks, some hustle, some contact, and some errors. And the Yankees with 3 runs here in the 9th. Could Chisholm perhaps be on the move? There he goes. Throw down is not in time. Chisholm able to beat the throw and hang on the bag.
Well, they do not have a challenge. They lost their challenge. I mean, you can do an umpire's review, but I don't understand what we're doing here. Again, you see Jazz doesn't peek in. So then he doesn't see if the baseball's hit where Goldie hit the double into left center. Oh, boy.
Man, that has got to test your obliques. So another stolen base for Jazz, his 21st of the season.
I didn't know any better. I would think he's trying to get to 100.
Yes, I mean, I love it. They've just been going. When you think about the way Dominguez, Caballero, Chisholm right now, lately, when they get on, they're running.
And it becomes really frustrating if you're a catcher because, I mean, that's one of the things you're judged on. And they don't ever say, well, you didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like, goodness gracious, give me a chance. And then you end up starting to rush and make bad throws, and that's when you compound the problem.
The 0-2 to Goldschmidt. Lined into right field. That's a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Chisholm. Goldschmidt into second with an RBI double. Paul Goldschmidt returns to St. Louis and has a 3-hit day. It's 8-4 Yankees.
Well, you know, there's a lot of Cardinal fans saying, why did we let him go? I mean, he's had 3 hits. And again, he's so good in these situations because he shortens up and gets his foot down really quickly, takes his high fastball and hits a line drive to right field. He's never afraid to use the whole field. Coming in today, hitting .333 with runners in scoring position. He just knows how to drive in a run. And I know people will say it's a lot of luck, but I'm telling you, the talent is in your heartbeat and how you're able to slow things down and have a good approach.
Here's Dominguez, 2 hits on the day, check swing right back to the mound, and that will end the inning. But the Yankees put up a 4 spot in the 9th against St. Louis, and now have a 4-run lead as they go to complete the sweep.
No flight.
Will you marry me?
It's just a flight. It's your next step.
Thank you. You're gonna do great.
And at Delta, we're proud to help you take it.
Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb, like a chef to cook for you, or a massage for après-ski, or even a yoga teacher to keep you grounded. Homes, experiences, and services, now on Airbnb.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
You were bound by the chains of duty. Until true love turned the whole world on its head. And all the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Hey fans, stay tuned after the final out for today's WB Mason Yankees postgame as our studio crew puts a bow on the series and looks ahead to the Rays, plus get player interviews in the clubhouse and hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. All coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Will Warren was the game starter. He's back out there. And Some defensive changes for the Yankees, as Caballero will move to right, Volpe will move to short, Bellinger goes to left, and Wells behind the plate, which is how you said it would end up breaking down, Joe.
Their best defensive club right now with the bodies they have available.
And there's a strike. Weaver will stay in. You see there's Caballero, Bellinger, Volpe, and Wells. Now, interestingly, Joe, we wondered about the availability of Bednar. He was up at one point during that top of the ninth, but when the Yankees scored as many runs as they did, sat down. And you could see now getting back up, just kind of stirring a little bit. The Yankees would love for Weaver to be able to get through this without needing the services of Bednar. Little tapper back to Weaver, one down.
Yeah, and you'd love to see him be able to do it without throwing a lot of pitches, too. I mean, the 3 outs that he got in the last inning, or the 2 outs, took a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So if he could keep his pitch count down, it would be great.
There's Bednar waiting. Yankees 2 outs away from completing their first sweep in 5 weeks. And they would have gained 3 games on Cleveland while here in St. Louis.
That's huge. I mean, whenever you can get more space between you and the clubs that are chasing, it's huge. And now they could only be a half a game behind Boston. And it seemed like they were like 4 or 5 games behind them just the other day.
Right.
Boston's run into some trouble. Cleveland ran into the Miami Marlins like the Yankees did.
That's right. Chisholm waits for the pop-up. 2 down. So a couple of quick outs for Luke Weaver. Giancarlo Stanton, a big pinch hit walk.
You know, that hat with his number almost looks like I'm a big NASCAR fan. Something you'd see on a NASCAR.
It does look like that. Also, Shuck is wearing some great sunglasses there. Mike Shuck, who runs the Yankee Sports Performance Team. Yeah, Shucky, terrific shades, man. Goes with the beard nicely.
Is that what you call that? A beard?
Here's Wynn. Swing and a miss. Not all of us get the full, Johnny Damon going.
I know. Tell you what, it's been fun to watch Mason Wynn play shortstop while we've been here.
He'll be ticketed for a Gold Glove. Right now, he's ticketed for a game-ending flyout. Grisham waits, and the Yankees sweep the Cardinals. 8-4 the final in this Sunday finale.
Well, you see the Yankees are in a weaker part of their schedule, and they're doing what they're supposed to. They weren't able to sweep Minnesota because of Joe Ryan and his exploits on Wednesday in New York, but they're able to sweep the Cardinals here, and that's really big, and they have a 3.5 game lead on the wild card now.
Take a look at the updated wild card standings. The Yankees now with that 3.5 game cushion on Cleveland, and just a half game behind Boston, 1 game behind Seattle, as the Yankees will soar into Tampa. And tomorrow's off day with big smiles following a sweep of St. Louis. We'll step aside, come back, wrap things up in a moment here on Yes.
Ningún vuelo es solo un vuelo. Es un nuevo comienzo.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Una historia de amor.
Will you marry me?
Una plataforma de despegue. Es tu siguiente paso.
How about some light? Thank you. You're gonna do great.
Y en Delta nos enorgullece caminar contigo.
If you're looking to buy a used car without getting scammed, don't make a move without Tinker. It's like having an automotive expert that fits right in your pocket. Tinker's used vehicle evaluation will help you quickly spot the difference between a deal and a dumpster fire. You'll know exactly what to look for and what questions you need to ask before you spend a whole lot of money for a whole lot of headache. So remember, to avoid this and this, use this. Tinker. Download the app today.
The Citi Double Cash Card. Feel the joy of earning unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy, 1% as you pay. The Citi Double Cash Card.
You were bound by the chains of duty. Until true love turned the whole world on its head. And all the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Dad said Christmas dinner was no problem. It was. Don't let this be you.
Use your IQ, Dad.
The IQ Sense isn't just a thermometer. It's your secret weapon for hosting holiday gatherings. This holiday season, raise your culinary IQ with the IQ Sense thermometer from Chef IQ.
Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb, like a chef to cook for you, or a massage for après-ski, or even a yoga teacher to keep you grounded. Homes, experiences, and services, now on Airbnb.
Experience the thrill of MLB like never before. Pick your favorite players to throw perfect pitches and smash home runs. Real baseball, real fast. Get into the spirit of the game with MLB Pro Spirit. Play for free today.
Cadillac drive of the game.
Well, an inning set up by Air and a couple walks. Belly becomes a hero with this Air. I think it's a single to put the Yankees up 6-4. He hits this ball extremely hard by Sajazi. Got ahead in the count, looked to pull, and the Yankees end up sweeping the Cardinals.
Wouldn't be surprised at all if that gets changed to a hit. 8-8-2 for the Yanks, 4-7-2 for the Cardinals, 3 hours, 13 minutes. Luke Weaver the win, Paul Goldschmidt 3 hits in his first game back at St. Louis, a couple of doubles as well. Coming up on the YES Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and John Flaherty. Special thanks to producer Josh Isaac, director Michael Cooney, Mike Webb, and our executive producer is Jared Ames Boschnack. Join us again Tuesday as the Yankees head to the Sunshine State for a 2-game series against the Rays. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock on YES, with first pitch coming shortly after 7:30. Once again, the final score, the Yankees 8 and the Cardinals 4. For Joe Girardi and Justin Shackle, I'm Ryan Rucco. Yankees sweep the Cardinals, their first sweep since July 8th through the 10th against Seattle. Now time to go to Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and John Flaherty, who are standing by with the postgame show.